Auto Salvage, Our Place Drug and Alcohol Services, Prosser Career Education Center. Get ready for the excitement, the rivalries, and the hometown pride. It's Real Country 96.9 WKLO, your home for local sports.
The busiest night of the tournament typically falls on semifinal Friday. A chance for a championship, or to play for a championship, that is at stake tonight. Good evening and welcome to our coverage of the 51st IHSAA Girls Basketball State Tournament here on 96.9 WKLO, online at WKLO969.com, on our YouTube channel at WKLO 96.9, or on your Alexa. We welcome you to our Davis Crushstone pregame show. We hope you're having a good Friday evening. Alongside our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play story. Come on in for this gathering of family, friends, and fans. The North Harrison Lady Cats, with a 5-16 record, look to pull a big upset against the Class 3A number 8 Madison Lady Cubs at 17-5 here in the semifinals of Class 3A Sectional 30 here at Charlestown Sports Arena on the campus of Charlestown High School here in the city of Charlestown. Well, the Lady Cubs are coming off a resounding victory on Tuesday night. They ran away from Corydon Central 74-59 to take the opening round victory and to advance to the semifinal round for the second time in the last 3 years. Juliana Davis rolled up 36 points in the win for the Lady Cubs on Tuesday night. She had 15 in the second quarter and 10 in the fourth quarter for the Lady Cubs. Obviously, she's at the top of the scouting report tonight for this Lady Cat team. They've got to figure out how to at least slow her down or try to make her night a lot more difficult. Sometimes easier said than done, but the Lady Cats are confident they can do that tonight. Miley McQuarrie also added 12 points, had most of that in the first half, and Kylie Montgomery had 11 for the Lady Cubs, who shot 51% from the field and made 18 of 21 on free throws. The Lady Cubs are trying to add to their legacy. They've won 11 sectional championships in their program history, but they haven't won one in 12 years. 2014 was the last time, and tonight they can get one step closer as the winner will take on Silver Creek in the championship game tomorrow night. Silver Creek just beat Charlestown 54-42 a few minutes ago. This Lady Cub team very confident with Davis leading the way on the season. She's averaging 24 points, the all-time leading scorer in the Madison girls basketball program. But she does have help around her with Miley McQuarrie, who's averaging 12 points and 6 rebounds. And then you throw in Addison Rourke, who's averaging 7.3 points. Kenzie Smith, 6.2 points and a team-high 8 rebounds. And then Kylie Montgomery, the 5'7" senior guard, who's averaging 6 points per game for this Madison team. They're fast. They want to put pressure on their opponents. They'll try to do that to the Lady Cats tonight, and they will try to make North Harrison as uncomfortable as possible. The Lady Cats have lost 3 of their last 4 coming into the postseason, but they did give Brownstown Central a tough matchup to close out the regular season last Thursday in a 54-50 loss at home. The Lady Cats are looking to end an 8-game skid in sectional games. The last time they won a game in the sectional, you have to go back to the sectional title team in 2017 that beat Charlestown down in Corydon Central in that championship game on their way to back-to-back state finals appearances. The Lady Cats have won 13 sectionals in their illustrious history. And, of course, Grace Goldman is the one that makes this team go. She averages 19.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, just a tick under 3 assists to go with 1.8 steals per contest. But the cast around her has been playing well at times. Olivia Brown has gotten better as the season has gone along. The 5'9" junior, 11.6 points, 4.4 rebounds per game. Carly Chapman is capable of getting on the scoreboard and doing it on the inside for the Lady Cats. 5 points and 7 rebounds per game for her. And Bree Beach has come along this year. The 5'4" junior is averaging 4.4 points per game. The Lady Cats will have to handle pressure tonight. They will have to be aggressive, smart, and they will have to know where Juliana Davis is at all times throughout the course of the night. This for the trip to the Sectional 30 Championship to face Silver Creek tomorrow night. Had the chance to talk to head coach Adam Dennis of Madison, and also got to talk with North Harrison head coach Dakota Brooks. You'll hear from both coaches coming up on the other side of the break here on our Davis Crushstone pregame show. Davis Crushstone, located at 8605 Big John Road in DePaul. For all of your crushed stone, lime, and aggregate needs, call Davis Crushstone at 812-347-2707. You're listening to coverage of North Harrison Lady Cats basketball in the Sectional 30 semifinals here at Charlestown, right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Hi, this is John Bender. Cooler weather, it's on its way. The Department of Energy says a properly insulated home can save you up to 20% off your heating and cooling expense. So make sure your home is properly insulated this fall. The Owens Corning ProCat Low-Fill Insulation System makes it quick and affordable to properly insulate your home. You can do it yourself, or we can recommend a contractor to help you. Learn how easy you can add insulation with the ProCat Insulation System by visiting us at Bender Lumber. Local people serving local needs for over 90 years.
Morgan's Auto Salvage has been serving the community for many years and have been in the car business since 1984. Morgan's Auto Salvage has late model car, truck, and now carrying semi-truck parts. Can't find a part? With Nationwide Locator, you can find any part you need for your car, truck, or semi. Located on North State Road 37 in Paoli, Indiana. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Check out their Facebook page at Morgan's Auto Salvage. For questions, call 812-723-2121. Let Morgan's Auto Salvage experience go to work for you.
We continue along with our Davis Crushstone pregame show here on 96.9 WKLO. Madison set to take on North Harrison in the sectional semifinals tonight here at Charlestown. And Adam Dennis, Madison head coach, is with us now as we'll talk about this matchup. And, of course, we'll talk about the game on Tuesday here in just a moment. But, Coach Dennis, going back through your season, it looks like you all have had a really good season at Madison, not just record-wise, but with a group that's had a lot of success throughout their careers as well. So what's it been like working with this group throughout this season for you all?
Oh, they're phenomenal. We love our kids. We're just really happy for them that they've been able to have some of the success that they've worked so hard for. So they're a great group of kids. They're a great group of leaders, and they're going to be great moms, and they're going to lead their families, and they're just awesome, and they're going to continue to be awesome.
Well, and of course, I know last year you all had a really good record and got to the sectional. Unfortunately, got eliminated pretty quick. So what was it like for them to be able to experience a win in the postseason and getting off on the right foot this week?
Well, I mean, a lot of our girls have played varsity basketball for 3 years already, so they experienced a run the year before that. And it's just our sectional. You know how our sectional is just loaded. Like, we played Silver Creek right away, and they were ranked number 1, and Corden was ranked. I forget what Corden was ranked last year, and this year Silver Creek's number 2, and Charlestown's number 4, and we're number 8, and it's a really, really competitive, loaded sectional. So it's getting knocked out on Tuesday night is just comes with the territory. But we're hoping to make a run this year and give ourselves a chance to win it.
Well, and of course, you mentioned having that experience, 2-3-year varsity players on the roster. So what's it been like for them as far as, working through the season and then also helping the younger girls along as well?
Yeah, and they're phenomenal at that. And it's been really cool to watch them mature and grow older, and the way that they handle adversity now as opposed to the way they did 3 years ago. And they've been phenomenal, and it has been really neat to watch them mature.
And I know Juliana Davis really stands out with her performance on the floor, and deservedly so. She's had a lot of success, now the all-time leading scorer at Madison. So what is it that she brings, though, as far as leadership to your team, though?
Oh, man, like we have to have her. Like she's great at talking to our girls. She's great at communicating. She's great at communicating with our coaches. She's not just a scorer. She plays both ends of the floor. So they talk about your best player being your hardest worker, and that's Juliana, and she's been phenomenal, and she's done great things for us.
Well, obviously she makes an impact on both ends of the floor, as you mentioned too, and then you've had some others, it looks like, as far as your seniors, who have really stepped up and really embraced their roles this year.
Oh yeah, I think our last 6 games, I figured it up, we've averaged almost 70 points a game, and a lot of that is Miley has been super aggressive, and she's been really attacking, which makes us a lot better. And then you got Ashton Rourke, who's been playing really well all season, and is a really good leader for us. And Kai Montgomery she's become aggressive, and Kinsey Smith has just been playing phenomenal. And she's our best rebounder, and she makes all those little plays, and the kids have done a great job.
And obviously, you mentioned the scoring your team has been doing, but Coach, it seems like your defense has really taken strides forward, not just this season, but even over the last couple of years too.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's kind of like we talked about with Juliana. That's kind of where we hang our hat. Like Juliana and Kai and Kinsey and Addie and Miley are really great athletes, and they move well laterally, and Nat as well. Nat coming off the bench, so. They move well laterally, and they communicate well, and they help each other out. And, so that makes a pretty good defensive team, especially when they play as hard as they do all the time.
Well, Tuesday night, you got off to a good start, getting past Corydon in the first round, and obviously Corydon, as you probably expected, made a run there a little bit in the third quarter, but your team was able to respond to that. And so what did you think were the biggest keys to your team being able to win Tuesday night?
I was really worried because we had not played in 10 days with the snowstorm. So it's hard when you haven't played in for that long to come out and really play well. And I thought our kids did that. So we were really proud of them for that. Like Josh does such a good job at Corydon. And we were talking about the ranked teams in our sectional. All the teams in our sectional are good. So there's no off nights, and we were just really proud of the way our kids performed.
Well, and as far as tonight goes with North Harrison, Coach, as you look at your matchup with the Lady Cats, what stands out to you about what you've seen from North Harrison coming in?
How well they shoot the basketball. Goldman and Brown shoot the ball really well. Beach is shooting it really well. And then you got Chatham underneath, and then the William Barnes. Is it? Yeah. Okay, so she's a good athlete and a good defender. So we're gonna, just like Tuesday night, we're gonna have our hands full again tonight.
Well, and as far as the health of your team goes coming into tonight, Coach Dennis, everybody available, ready to go for this semifinal matchup?
Yep, we're ready to go.
Sounds good. Coach Dennis, thank you so much for taking the time for the talk. You and the Lady Cubs have a good game here in the semifinal round tonight.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, Adam Dennis joining us here, Madison head coach in our Davis Crushtoe pregame show. Stay with us. We've got Coach Brooks coming up after the break as you're listening to North Harrison Lady Cats basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Living with arthritis or an autoimmune condition can be tough, and at Harrison County Hospital, they're here to help, and they're excited to welcome Rachel Waite, APRN, the newest rheumatology specialist. Rachel takes the time to listen, create a treatment plan just for you, and give the support you need to feel your best. Ready to take the next step toward relief? Call her today at 812-734-3800 or learn more at hchin.org/rheumatology. Harrison County Hospital, celebrating 75 years of caring for our community.
We continue along with our Davis Crushstone pregame show here on 96.9 WKLO. The North Harrison Lady Cats getting set to play their first sectional game this week here in Class 3A Sectional 30, the semifinal round at Charlestown. And Dakota Brooks, the head coach of the Lady Cats, is with us now as his team gets set to begin their postseason journey tonight. And Dakota, looking back at last week, of course, you all finished your regular season with Brownstown at home, and really a good effort from your team all throughout. Obviously, the end of the third quarter was tough. So overall, looking back on that game, what stands out to you about what your team did well that night?
Well, I think I mentioned before, Brownstown is a very good team, and obviously tonight Madison being another good team as well, and I'll just say it as well. We play in a really tough sectional in the state, and I think those last couple games were a really good test to kind of get us comfortable with those types of players. And obviously, we talked all week before that Brownstown game of their point guard, kind of trying to limit her and limiting her touches, and when she does have basketball, kind of executing, getting the ball out of her hands and making other people beat us. And I think we did a really nice job with her. That night obviously came up just a little bit short, but I think again it was a good test for us. Kind of also with the Austin game, kind of go back to that game, and they have a really dynamic scorer in Brent Owens, and another good test. We were playing really good basketball at that point, so kind of same mindset going into that for tonight. So that's kind of what we're going to try to do with Davis.
Yeah, and of course with that Brownstown game too, Dakota, you all did a great job equaling their energy and their physical play as well, and that was encouraging to see because that shows your team has come a long way since the beginning of the season in that regard.
Yeah, I mean, we've said all year from the start, we won't be playing our best basketball right now, and I told the girls, hey, we're here, so when we're doing that, just like you said, from the start. They're going to be a little nervous, and that's okay. I told them that, but it's okay to be nervous but not be scared. So just kind of go out and be ready to play and match their intensity. They're going to have some energy. Unfortunately, they got one game under their belt. It'll be our first game, but that's okay. So just kind of how our girls are going to handle adversity. So, and I told them that. So just let the nerves settle, and we got here a little early and kind of took it all in, and so I think. Just go play basketball now. So
right, and obviously too, we talked a little bit about your younger girls throughout the year, how much they've grown with their confidence, and it seems like they're really a much more confident, much more assured group, especially with the seniors giving them that confidence as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we have some good seniors, leadership qualities, everything. They've done a fantastic job of kind of bringing those young ones up and mentoring them, and kind of. Not necessarily on the court also, but just in practices, in the locker room, in the hallways at school. And, we've really created a really neat culture and kind of sense of family togetherness. It kind of sounds cliche, but I really think that our girls, they enjoy being together, and we really have a good team dynamic. And like you said, it kind of started with those seniors.
Yeah, and of course, Dakota, as you know, it's important if you have a team that's together and if they're going through adversity, it makes it a lot easier to get through that adversity when you have everybody on the same wavelength.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It's postseason basketball, and we're playing really good teams, and those really good teams are going to have their moments. They're going to have their runs, and we talk all the time about it's how we respond to those runs, and kind of punch right back, and that's something that's been a point of emphasis this week, and really throughout the season, and we've definitely grown and matured on that field of it.
Well, of course, we mentioned already you got Madison tonight, and Juliana Davis, one of the best guards anywhere in Southern Indiana. But watching them on Tuesday, Dakota, what stood out to you about their team around Davis and what they can do around her as well?
Well, I mean, I think the biggest thing is, obviously she was a big point of emphasis this week. She's a great player, and their coaching staff does a good job of getting her the basketball and her teammates, getting her open shots. I think somewhere around 50 or 52% of the shots taken on Tuesday night were from number 4. It's no secret. So just kind of, having someone stick on her hip all night long, and whenever we get beat or we lose track of her, making sure that the next person closest is kind of right there with her. So the kind of goal tonight is to not let number 4 beat us. So, and we've talked about that all week. So I think Lillian Burks has done a fantastic job all year of kind of taking the other team's best player, whether it be their guard or their another player. And really, she did a fantastic job with Bryn at Austin. She did a magnificent job with Topi at Brownstown. So, I think she's the one kid I would pick to go in and take care of her. So we're going to try our best to do that, and hopefully we can do that.
Yeah, and of course, too, with their defense, they're very active with their trap and their pressure on that side of the ball. So your team really does have to be in attack mode and going to have to look to go downhill, try to get high percentage shots against that pressure.
Yeah, I mean, and it's one of those things that, if you looked at our team in November and even early December, it's kind of something we had struggled with. And like I said earlier, in a lot of different facets, we've matured and we've gotten better. And we've definitely gotten better at taking care of the basketball. And again, it's just one of those things that we have to value the basketball and understand that we're not necessarily in a hurry, but just little things that we go through every day in practice. Being tough with the basketball, meeting our passes, and stuff like that. Applying those tonight and remembering and not panicking when adversity does set in.
Well, as far as the Lady Cats go coming in, everybody available, ready to roll tonight?
Yep, we're ready to go.
Sounds good. Dakota, thank you so much as always for taking the time for the talk. You and the Lady Cats have a good game with Madison in the semifinals tonight.
All right, thank you, David. We appreciate you.
All right, Dakota Brooks, he's with us here in our Davis Creststone pregame show. Stay with us. We've got the starters coming up after the break as you're listening to North Harrison Lady Cats basketball in the Sectional 30 semifinals right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Are you looking for top quality Creststone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Creststone in DePaul. At Davis Creststone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality Creststone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Creststone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Let's meet tonight's starting lineups, and we will begin with the Madison Lady Cubs. They'll be the home team tonight wearing the white uniforms. The number 8 team in Class 3A, 17-5, averaging 59.5 while allowing 39 per game. And they will go with Juliana Davis, their 5'7" senior at point guard, averaging 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 4.6 steals per game. Kylie Montgomery, another senior at 5'7" a guard, averaging 6 points, 3 rebounds per game. The third guard will be Kenzie Smith at 5'9" and a junior, 6.2 points, 8 rebounds per game. And Addison Rourke at 5'9" and a senior at guard, 7 points, 3 rebounds per game to go with 3 assists. The forward will be Miley McQuarrie at 6 foot and a senior. McQuarrie is averaging 12 points and 6 rebounds per game. The Lady Cubs, head coach is Adam Dennis. He's in his 4th year as the Madison head coach, and their record with him is 55-36. For the North Harrison Lady Cats, their roster on the bench tonight, it will be Paisley Book, Presley Emmons, Rebecca Griffiths, as well as Adele Emmons and Lucy Flickner. The starters for the Lady Cats, averaging 46.7 points and giving up 55.5 per game. They will go with Lillian Burks at 5'4" and a senior at guard. Lillian is averaging 2.9 points per contest to go with 2.4 assists per game for the Lady Cats. In the backcourt with her will be Bree Beach, the 5'4" junior at guard, 4.4 points a game for Bree. The third guard, Olivia Brown, 5'9" and a junior, 11.6 points, 4.4 rebounds per contest. The forward will be Carly Chapman, 6 foot and a senior, averaging 5 points and 7 rebounds. And then Grace Goldman, the 5'10" senior at the fourth guard spot, averaging a team-high 19.5 points to go with 7.5 rebounds and 3 assists per game. The Lady Cats, head coach Dakota Brooks, he's in his first season leading North Harrison. Their record is 5-16. The Lady Cats are in the road blue uniforms tonight, white letters and numbers, North above the number, Harrison below the number in block letters. The white trim around the collar, the white stripe down the side of the shorts that kind of rolls down the side there. And they also have the black trim around the letters and numbers. Madison in the home white uniforms, black letters and numbers trimmed in red. Lady Cubs in script across the front of the uniform above the number on the front of the jersey. Red over black stripe around the collar and the shoulders. And then the red, black, white, and red stripe on the bottom of the shorts comes to a point on both sides. It got the Cub head on both sides of the shorts. The tip to the Lady Cubs, and Madison will control it first. They'll go away from us here from the corner balcony here at the Charlestown Sports Arena. Miley McQuarrie gets it left wing to Davis, and she buries a deep 3 from the right side to get the Lady Cubs on the board first. Not a good sign for the Lady Cats right out of the box.
That didn't take long to find her.
She was just open long enough. Goldman gets it above the right elbow, draws contact, and that will be a foul on Madison. It'll be on Addison Rourke. That'll be the first on Rourke tonight, and that'll be the team's first as well. So a quick foul on Madison. Inbound to Grace Goldman from Lillian Burke's right wing. She'll pull a deep 3 and rattle it in to give the Lady Cats their first points of the sectional. That was a little bit of a gutsy move there. Here's Davis, top of the key, double teamed over to McQuarrie, left or right wing into Montgomery, corner 3, right side. Can't get that to go. Kenzie Smith had it for a moment, but Olivia Brown tipped it away from her out of bounds, and it will stay with Madison. Inbound will come from the Eye of Pirates on the left baseline. It is Kenzie Smith into Miley McQuarrie, down low, right block. Nice pass around to Smith. Layup way off, missed it left side off the right rim, and Carly Chapman gets the rebound for the Lady Cats. Up to Grace Goldman across the timeline. She'll give it to Carly right of the top of the arc. Carly will hold. McQuarrie playing off of her. Burks comes to get it at the top of the arc. Backing it out now is Lillian. Goes down to the wing to Beach, right side. Down low to Chapman. Turns, shot up left-handed. Missed it side rim. McQuarrie has the rebound for Madison. They bring it back the other way as McQuarrie gets it to the forecourt to Rourke. Straightaway three, and she hits that one. 6:40 to go here in the opening quarter. Addison Rourke's first 3 points makes it 6-3 in favor of Madison. Rourke is shooting at 30% from behind the arc on the year. Madison as a team, 32%. Burks has it in the front court, slides it over to the right side. To Chapman, she'll fire a rare three. That one's off the front of the rim. McQuarrie able to grab the rebound in front of the free throw line. Carly had that was her first three of the season she took there. Around to an open three on the right wing, way off the mark. Kenzie Smith gets the rebound. Then Juliana Davis, or actually Kylie Montgomery got it, and then she lost it. Montgomery's the one who missed the three. 6 minutes to go, opening quarter, 6-3 Madison on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. It's Goldman, left wing over to Burks in the forecourt. Lillian slides it around to the top, kicks it to Beach. Three, right corner on the way. That one's a little off, back of the rim. McQuarrie with another rebound for Madison. She'll push it up the floor left side to Rourke at the half-court circle. Takes it top of the arc, drives it down the left side of the lane. Turns, pitches it out. There's a drive. McQuarrie goes up, missed the shot off the back of the rim. Rebound comes down to Smith. Olivia Brown had the rebound. However, Olivia is going to be called for the hold under the basket. And that will be the first foul of the night on North Harrison. Their 5'9" junior guard, Olivia Brown, her first, team's first. 6-3, 5:32 to go here in the opening quarter with Madison up. Oh, man, McQuarrie collided with Burks. They're both down. Rebound off of the Davis miss underneath. Bree Beach got the rebound, got tied up, and, man, Burks is shaken up big time. Dakota Brooks standing over there trying to help her out. McQuarrie really slow to get up as they both ran right into each other in that corner, and the arrow going to North Harrison. It appears as though both Burks and McQuarrie are okay, but McQuarrie kind of holding her back as she comes back to play defense on this end of the floor.
They definitely hit hard over there in the corner. They were flat out going where they hit.
I think there was a screen McQuarrie was setting there. Burks gets it over to Goldman on the right wing. She'll take it up top of the key. Chapman sets a screen. Contested jumper. Somehow Grace knocked that one down from 15 feet on that right side.
That was a pretty shot.
6-5, 5:07 to go in the quarter. Madison up by a point. Here comes Rourke with it on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Montgomery gets it in the right corner. Up to the wing now to Rourke. Cross-court pass, left corner. Kenzie Smith for three. That one's off the heel of the rim. Brown gets in to get the rebound. Contact, no call. And back the other way comes North Harrison. Smith, 31% from behind the arc on the season. 4:45 to go in the opening stanza. North Harrison down a point, looking for the lead on this possession. Burks has it right side half-court circle with the dribble. Man-to-man defense for Madison. Driving on Rourke. Burks gets it into the corner. Goes to Goldman. High post. Davis on her. Goldman slides it left side of the lane out to Beach for a left wing three. Can't get it. Chapman had position on the rebound. Carly goes up. Can't get the layup to go. McQuarrie trying to get it back. Chapman ends up with it and gets fouled from behind as she was able to get multiple offensive rebounds for the Lady Cats. Carly will go to the line for two shots. 21 out of 41, 51% on the season. She has been steadily improving. The foul will be on Juliana Davis of Madison. That'll be her first and the team's second. Carly trying to get the tie here. She does with that free throw. 6-all now. Lady Cats, after trailing in the early going, have a chance to get their first lead of the night if Carly can make this free throw after getting her first point. Second free throw for the senior is on the way. That one rolls around the front rim, back rim, and goes in. Chapman gives the Lady Cats their first lead, 7-6, 4:17 left here in the opening quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Davis to Rourke across midcourt, top of the key to Montgomery, right baseline. Got cut off with the dribble to Rourke in the mid-range. Rourke turns into the paint, lost the ball, got it stripped. However, there is some contact there, a little bit of a grab on the Lady Cats with 4:05 to go in the opening quarter. And the foul will result in free throws for Addison Rourke of Madison. Foul was on Olivia Brown. That's going to be two now on Olivia. And the team's second of the quarter on North Harrison. First free throw is good for Rourke. She ties it at 7 apiece with that one. She'll have another shot here after getting her fourth point. Rourke is not a very good free throw shooter, at least hasn't been. 61% on 19 of 31 on the year. Second attempt is up. Rolls around right, left rim. Couldn't get it to go. Chapman grabs the rebound. Tied at 7 halfway through the first quarter. on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Adele Lemons is in for the first time for the Lady Cats, 5'4" sophomore, averaging 1 point and 1 rebound per game. Chapman right block, kicks out to the corner. Beach left side three, rims around, falls out. McQuarrie comes up with a rebound left side of the basket for the Lady Cubs. Gives it to Rourke, up the floor to Davis, handing it off top of the key. Davis backs it out to the midcourt, or out to the volleyball line. Gives it to McQuarrie, tipped out to Rourke, left wing three. She buries that one. Addison Rourke stepping up here early for Madison, and she gives them the lead back at 10-7 with 3:26 left in the opening quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Across midcourt, it's Burks giving it up to Goldman. Right wing, down low to Chapman. Double team comes. Carly got it out of there after getting grabbed. No call there. Out to Burks on the right side. She'll kick it over to Beach on the left side of the floor, just below the spike line. Beach driving on Davis. Now goes to Adele Lemons on the right side volleyball line. Back to Beach, left wing to Burks. Burks looking high post. Rourke is on her. Burks will transfer the ball now between the circles. Goes back left side, keeping that bounce alive. Up top to Grace Goldman. Goldman has Kylie Montgomery on her. Grace looking. She'll drive it to the right elbow, forces up a tough shot off the glass, missed off the front of the rim. McQuarrie flies in to grab that rebound for Madison. Gives it up to Juliana Davis. 2.5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Davis at midcourt goes baseline, wide open. Kenzie Smith lays it in left side. And that makes it a 12-7 lead now for Madison. They have scored 6 unanswered points. Lillian Burks with it into the front court. Lady Cats have gone a bit stagnant offensively the last 3 possessions. Burks gets a golden screen, gives it to Grace out to the corner near side. Emmons, right corner, missed it off the back of the rim. Davis there to get the rebound for the Lady Cubs. Juliana Davis pushes it up the floor. Down to the corner, open again is Smith, and this time she connects. That'll lead to a Dakota Brooks timeout. Madison has scored 9 unanswered points. And they've taken a 15-7 lead with 2:02 to go here in the first quarter. You're listening to North Harrison Lady Cats basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
At Harrison County Hospital, your health is their top priority. Dr. John Gonzaba and the entire team at General Surgery Associates are proud to expand their surgical expertise with 2 outstanding surgeons. Dr. Karen Johnson Burkhorst specializes in appendectomy, breast surgery, colonoscopy, gallbladder surgery, hernia repair, and minimally invasive procedures. And Dr. Stephen Thomas focuses on wound care, skin cancers, diabetic foot issues, and more. Call 812-738-0177 today to schedule your appointment. Learn more at hchin.org.
2:02 remaining in the opening quarter. Madison has opened up the lead now 15-7 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. It's not Juliana Davis. The Lady Cats are doing a pretty good job on her, but Addison Rourke and Kenzie Smith have started to gain some confidence with their scoring here in the first quarter.
McCrary's moving the ball to him really well. She's got 3 assists already, too. She sees them and pops the ball to them, and they're just burning it up.
See a lot of 6-footers who can pass that well, but McQuarrie is very effective at that. It's the Lady Cats with it out of their timeout. Goldman right side with it to Adele Lemons. Over left wing now to Beach. Back to Adele, top of the key. Over to Lillian Burks now on the right wing. Lillian gives it to Goldman. She couldn't quite get it. Kenzie Smith, I should say, knocked it away from her out of bounds in that right corner. Lady Cats reset. 1:41 to go in the opening quarter. Inbound to Goldman on the right wing. Out to Beach between the circles. Bree bounces it now to Lillian Burks on the right side again. Madison. Straight up man-to-man. Well, actually, yeah, that's man-to-man. Now Madeline Montgomery in for the first time for the Lady Cubs, replacing her older sister Kylie in the game. And Burks' pass goes wide of her, couldn't save it at the scorer's table, out of bounds. An untimely turnover for the Lady Cats, who need to get points on the board right now. They trail by 8 against Madison with 1:19 to go here in the opening quarter.
I like their patience that time, that they overdid it again.
Got to start looking to go.
Overthinking.
Got to start looking at going toward the rim here.
Yeah, they gotta go to the bucket.
It is McQuarrie handing to Davis, pulls up free throw line, got hit, got fouled. Lillian Burks made sure she wasn't going to get a clean look at it, and the senior guard for the Lady Cats will pick up the foul. That'll be her first and the team's third of the quarter with 1:03 left. Davis, 75% free throw shooter, 62 out of 83. The first one slides over the front of the rim and in. First time she's scored since that opening three-pointer in the first 30 seconds of this contest. 16-7 now. Second free throw also good. 17-7. Madison has now scored 11 unanswered on the Lady Cats. Final minute of the quarter, and that's over the last 3 minutes. Burks, front court, slides it over, gives it to Paisley Book, who checked in during the break, top of the key. Back to Lillian on the right wing. Burks slides it over to the top. She's out there with Paisley Book, Grace Goldman, as well as Adele Emmons and Bree Beach. Olivia Brown had to come out with foul trouble. Chapman also checked out. Goldman gets it high post, drives down low, goes up off the glass and knocks it in.
Nice drive.
Grace Goldman's got 7, 17-9 now. Davis in the front court quickly drives down low, lays it up and in, left side of the glass. You cannot let her get to the rim because she will take it. Davis gives the Cubs the double-digit lead back at 19-9. Here is Burks driving right side, draws contact. Rourke turning around, and she draws the foul there. That'll be the second foul on Addison Rourke, who's gotten off to a really good start for Madison tonight. Lillian Burks will go to the free throw line. Third foul on the Lady Cubs here in the first quarter. Burks on the season, 4 out of 6. Hasn't been to the line very much. The senior will eye the first one and miss it off the back of the rim. She'll have another opportunity momentarily. 17.4 seconds left here in the first quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Paisley Book and Grace Goldman coming up to her and trying to give her a little encouragement here. Second free throw about to go up. Lillian eyes it, puts it in the air, knocks that one down.
There she goes.
1 out of 2 that trip. Lucy Flickner is in for the first time for the Lady Cats. Lucy, a 5'4" sophomore, averaging a point and a half and just over a rebound per game. She'll replace Paisley Book in the lineup. Lady Cubs will have the last shot of the quarter. Adele Emmons will guard Davis as she crosses the timeline. Davis slides it over to the top of the key. Pulls up, and her shot is blocked. Emmons got it, but then the ball got loose. McQuarrie and Goldman tied up at the free throw line. The jump ball. Possession arrow going toward Madison this time. North Harrison got it the last time they had a jump ball. In that same spot, by the way.
She has quick hands because she's got a real quick release on the ball, and she's just smacked that right in the middle.
Carly Chapman will replace Adele Emmons, giving the Lady Cats a little more size on the inbound. Kenzie Smith will inbound from the EF Pirates on the right baseline. Back to Davis, and the ball gets loose. It's still loose. Lady Cats get it there with a tie-up again just below the free throw line this time. It was Natalie Montgomery and Lillian Burks who got tied up, so if nothing else, he prevented Madison from scoring.
Good defensive stance on that one.
Burks not even going to be close on the full court heave, and that'll do it for the end of the first quarter of play. Here at Charlestown Sports Arena, it's Madison 19, North Harrison 10 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard as we're through one quarter. You're listening to North Harrison Lady Cats basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Are tax season blues getting you down? Well, worry no more. Introducing Jiffy Tax Shack, your go-to destination for hassle-free tax filing. At Jiffy Tax Shack, they make tax filing a breeze. Experienced team of tax professionals can ensure you get every deduction you deserve. Fast, accurate, and affordable. That's the Jiffy Tax Shack promise. No more stressing over complicated forms or endless paperwork. Your refund is just a visit away. Jiffy Tax Shack in Tazewell, where taxes are made simple. Call 812-338-3258. Don't forget to ask if you qualify for the earner income tax credit.
Giving parental permission for children to drink might feel like a chance for safe supervision, but the reality is you're increasing the risk of future alcohol abuse and negative consequences. In addition to the potential for misuse down the road, we also know that alcohol use by teenagers has a damaging effect on brain development. If you really want the best for your child, ask yourself, what message are you sending? Paid for by Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services.
Real country, pure country. 96.9 WKLO, Hardinsburg, Corydon, Paoli.
Second quarter getting started here at the Charlestown Sports Arena here on the campus of Charlestown High School here in the city of Charlestown, along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton. I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play story. Glad to have you with us tonight here on 96.9 WKLO, as well as online at WKLO969.com, on our YouTube channel, WKLO 96.9, and on your Alexa. Here's Davis driving it left side of the front court. Lobs it over right baseline to Natalie Montgomery inside for a layup, and Kenzie Smith just got her 7th point on the right side of the rim. 21-10. The Lady Cats are really struggling to defend this Madison team. On the other end, Kylie Montgomery back in there joining Miley McQuarrie, Kenzie Smith, Natalie Montgomery, and Juliana Davis. They're on the floor for the Lady Cubs. Rourke on the bench with those 2 fouls. Goldman right side, drives it left, lays it off the glass and in. Grace has her 9th point of the contest now.
Nice drive again.
Only problem is somebody else or somebody's have to step up right now. McQuarrie gets it in the front court right elbow, draws a foul as she goes up with a jump shot with 7:16 to go in the quarter. Unfortunately for the Lady Cats, Olivia Brown's got 2 fouls.
Yeah.
And Bree Beach has had a couple of good looks, but they just haven't gone in yet.
They've got to get some gals to step up. They can't just depend on Grace to do it all for them. They've got to get the other 4 going with the ball.
First free throw is down the hatch for McQuarrie, 72%, 47 out of 65 on the season. Her first point of the night, averages 12 points per night, and her second free throw rims in. 23-12, Madison's biggest lead at 11. 7:13 to go here in the second quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Burks, forecourt left side, transfers it right. Kylie Montgomery playing good defense on her. Brown back out there, gets it top of the key. Down to Goldman, spins into a double team, draws contact on Kenzie Smith, I believe. And if that's the case, that foul on Smith is going to be her first of the night. And that'll be team foul number 1 of the quarter on the Lady Cubs. Actually, they say it's on Madeline Montgomery. That'll be the first on the younger Montgomery at 5'9" and a sophomore, averaging 2.6 points per game. Free throw on the way for Grace. Buries that one. She'll have one more shot as she gets her 10th point of the night. 23-13, Lady Cubs in front. Madison Rourke with 2 fouls comes back in, replacing Montgomery. They only played 6 on Tuesday. We're going to stick to that rotation again tonight as well. Goldman's second free throw rims out, and Smith on the left side of the basket comes away with the rebound. 23-13, Madison, 6:56 to go in the second. Davis throws it up the floor to McQuarrie, top of the key. Baseline open was Smith. Goes back to McQuarrie, and she sticks it in on the teardrop from 6 feet away. 6:48 to go second quarter. Timeout on the floor. North Harrison down 25-13 to Madison on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to North Harrison Lady Cats basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Living with arthritis or an autoimmune condition can be tough, and at Harrison County Hospital, they're here to help, and they're excited to welcome Rachel Waite, APRN, the newest rheumatology specialist. Rachel takes the time to listen, create a treatment plan just for you, and give the support you need to feel your best. Ready to take the next step toward relief? Call her today at 812-734-3800 or learn more at hchin.org/rheumatology. Harrison County Hospital, celebrating 75 years of caring for our community.
25-13 after the Miley McQuarrie basket for the Lady Cubs. Madison made 4 out of 7 from behind the arc in that first quarter. Davis only made 1 of them. Addison Rourke had 2. Smith had 1. So it just shows you the team around Madison. Davis is, of course, the number 1 player, but she's got a good cast around her, though.
Madison's got everyone involved in the offense, and they're passing the ball really well.
Well, Burks just stole it. The problem was, I think it was ruled Montgomery, and that being Kylie Montgomery, stepped out of bounds on the near sideline, so we exchanged turnovers there. Burks catches a big break because, man, Montgomery had nobody in front of her.
She was moving on.
Here's Burks out of the inbound, drives it to the left side, takes it to the basket, kicks it out to Goldman, corner 3, quick release off the back of the rim, no good there. Rebound to Madeline Montgomery, who's back in on the right side of the basket. Gives it to Davis, cross midcourt. Brown, Beach, Burks, Goldman, out there with Fidel Emmons. The basket inside, pass to McQuarrie, lays it in left side. She's got 6, and that's exactly what North Harrison did not need. Miley McQuarrie to get going just like she did against Corydon on Tuesday night. It's Goldman with it front court left side. Grace takes it to the top of the arc, drives it, pitches it out to Burks, open 3 right side, air ball that one, and it just caroms out of bounds into the left baseline. Lady Cats really struggling. And now Adele Emmons will check out. Back in for her is Carly Chapman for North Harrison. Just don't have any kind of rhythm right now, and they're doing a pretty good job pressuring Davis, making her get rid of it. The problem is somebody's been open.
Yeah.
Rourke traveled with it in the backcourt. She kind of hesitated after she got it from Davis against that 1-2-1-1 press. And Rourke is going to come right out. She knew immediately where she was going after that turnover. Oh, man. Madeline Montgomery right back in for her. 5:45 to go second quarter, 27-13 Madison. Beach, left wing off the inbound from Burks, goes to Goldman, down low to Carly Chapman. She goes up, can't get the shot up. It hit the backboard, rolled off the side of the rim. McQuarrie, once again with the rebound for the Lady Cubs. Up the floor with it is Davis across the timeline. Juliana Davis drops it off to McQuarrie. Layup there, left side again. They got that on Corridon a few times the other night. Lady Cats really in trouble right now, down 29-13 with 5:15 to go second quarter. Burks takes it to the right wing, hands it to Brown. Olivia drives, pulls up. Nice 10-footer there, and that's exactly what North Harrison needed. Timeout called. Lady Cats going to call another timeout, and they now cut the lead back to 29-15, 5:09 to go, second quarter of play on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to North Harrison Lady Cats basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
At First Harrison, the Banking Butler is more than just a banking app. It's who we are. It's a level of service we've delivered for more than 130 years. If you need to borrow money for a home loan, car loan, even loans for boats, RVs, you name it, First Harrison Bank will get you competitive rates with fast, local decisions. Apply online at firstharrison.com. The Banking Butler. It's who we are. Keep it easy. Keep it local. First Harrison Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Living with arthritis or an autoimmune condition can be tough, and at Harrison County Hospital, they're here to help, and they're excited to welcome Rachel Waite, APRN, the newest rheumatology specialist. Rachel takes the time to listen, create a treatment plan just for you, and give the support you need to feel your best. Ready to take the next step toward relief? Call her today at 812-734-3800 or learn more at hchin.org/rheumatology. Harrison County Hospital, celebrating 75 years of caring for our community.
5:09 left here in the second quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Madison maintaining a 14-point lead, 29-15 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. It will be Davis, Rourke, Kylie Montgomery, Kenzie Smith, and Miley McQuarrie, the starting five for the Lady Cubs out on the floor. Davis with it across midcourt, has it in the half-court circle. Burks is on her. Davis drives it to the left side, up top to McQuarrie, right back to Davis on the give and go, drives it, and missed the shot short from the left side off the front of the rim. However, she's going back to the line after drawing another foul on the Lady Cats. And this one will be on Lillian Burks. The senior will pick up her second. That'll be the team's first of the quarter on North Harrison. 2 shots for Davis, who was borderline automatic on Tuesday. Gets that first free throw to bounce in after three hits on the rim there. To make this a 16-point lead again, and does just that. If I can get that out, that would be good. 2 free throws there, 9 points for Davis. 31-15 Madison in front. Brown across midcourt, throws it to Burks. Natalie Montgomery almost stole it. She's back in there. She replaced Rourke, who had the 2 fouls. They're trying to monitor that for the rest of the half. Goldman has it up top, drives it right side, throws it at the window, nowhere close. Chapman gets the rebound out to Brown. Missed the 12-footer air ball. Goldman, I thought she touched it, actually. It went out of bounds, but it will stay with North Harrison. Brown couldn't connect. Goldman threw it at the rim. I think she was trying to give Carly Chapman a chance for a putback there.
Yeah.
Inbound to Brown, open, right side, missed the layup, and the rebound to McQuarrie. Oh, man. Up the floor, Davis to McQuarrie, left wing 3, yep. It's turned into a blizzard for Madison. 34-15, 4:10 to go, second quarter. Lady Cats cannot get anything clicking right now. Lillian Burks to Grace Goldman on the right wing. Grace looking, gets a screen from Chapman up top, forces the 3 up straight away, missed it back of the rim. Carly gets the offensive rebound, kicks it right back out to Goldman. Grace drives it into the paint, had the drive, gives it out to Burks right side, kicks it to Brown on the left wing. Brown down low, up and under move, draws the contact, couldn't get the shot to go, missed it off the right side of the backboard from the left, but Olivia will go to the line for 2 shots after the foul was whistled on the Lady Cubs. That foul will go on Kylie Montgomery. That's number 1 on her. And the team's second of the quarter on Madison. Free throws for Olivia Brown. The junior guard, first one on the way. Rattles it in. Olivia coming in 65%, 24 out of 37. Gets her 3rd point after making that free throw. The lead is trimmed back to 34-16 for the Lady Cubs. Brown can cut this to 17. Second free throw off the heel of the rim, and Rourke, who's back in there, grabs the rebound. She's out there with the rest of the starters for Madison. Bree Beach picks her up as she crosses midcourt over to Kenzie Smith on the right side, slides it over to the top of the key to Kylie Montgomery. Down low to Smith, over to Davis. Man, that was too easy.
Yeah, a little shovel pass.
And she lays it up. Davis on the right side for her 11th point. She doesn't have to have the ball tonight. She's doing really well playing off of it. Here's a drive for Burks out to Brown, left wing three. That's an air ball to the right baseline. However, Carly saved it off of Miley McQuarrie's leg out of bounds on that baseline. Nice heads-up play there for Carly.
Smart move.
But, man, the Lady Cats are down 20. 36-16, 3:14 to go. Madison is just clicking on all cylinders offensively and doing well defensively, too. Burks tries to get it out baseline to Brown. Davis steps in to steal. She averages 4.7 a game. And a blocked shot on the other end, even though there was a little bit of contact between Burks and Goldman. Davis driving left side, and she got it blocked out of bounds. Lady Cubs will reset on the baseline. The inbound will come from Kenzie Smith from the Aura Pirates on that left baseline. Looks for Rourke on the first cut. Not there. Out to Davis left wing. She'll pull up for a 17-footer off the back of the rim. Chapman able to grab the rebound in front of the rim for the Lady Cats. Gives it to Grace Goldman. Lady Cats need to move the ball up down the floor quickly. I understand they need to play slower than Madison. Madison wants to get out and go, but the Lady Cats got to pick up the pace a little bit more here. Burks with it right side, gives it out to Goldman, well beyond the three-point line. Grace kind of took a look at the shot there, decided against that. Goldman gets it high post, right elbow from Grace. Gives it back to her on the right wing. She'll turn around free throw line out to Beach. Left wing, quick release three. Left it short off the left side rim. Smith grabs the rebound for the Lady Cubs. Gives it to Davis up the time across the timeline, right side or left wing to Rourke. High post to McQuarrie. Out to the corner to Smith, right side to Davis off the cut. Throws it up, missed it off the backboard and left side rim, but she'll get 2 free throws. Lady Cats whistled for yet another foul here. With 2:18 to go till halftime, it's Madison 36, North Harrison 16 on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. That's 3 fouls on Lillian Burks for the Lady Cats. Team third of the quarter, actually. Free throw good for Davis. And now she has scored 12 on the night. 13 as she knocks that one in. She's made all 6 of her free throws. 38-16 Madison, 2:17 and counting second quarter on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. And to think Davis seemed like she had a quiet first quarter, but she just knows how to get there. And then Brown throws it away, goes to Emmons' right wing. Madeline Montgomery stole it, laid it in on the other end off the left side. That's the first time she scored in the sectional. 2 points for Madeline Montgomery. It's 40-16 Madison. Adele Emmons driving it from the top of the arc, left side out to Beach. Goldman has it at the volleyball line now. Grace drives it to the right side, throws it up into Smith, through the foul, and Kenzie Smith going to get called for her second personal. That'll be team foul number 3 on the Lady Cubs, and that'll send Grace Goldman, the leading scorer on the year for North Harrison, to the free throw line for 2 shots. Burks had to come out with foul trouble, so the lineup now consists of Bree Beach, Adele Emmons, Grace Goldman, Olivia Brown, and Carly Chapman. Grace connecting on the first free throw. She went 1 of 2 her last trip. And Brown will head to the bench with those 2 fouls. Paisley Book is in for the first time here in the second quarter. Paisley is a 5'10 junior, averaging 1.2 points and 2.5 rebounds per game. Second free throw, Goldman misses it right side of the rim. Rourke is able to grab the rebound for Madison. To Smith, back to Rourke, who walks it across the midcourt stripe. Hands it off to Davis up top. Adele Emmons all over her. Davis jab stepping. Drops it off to Rourke on the right wing. Baseline to Davis. Back out front. Beach knocks it away and almost saved it up the sideline. Would have had a chance at a breakaway layup, but she just couldn't quite get a hold of it there. But, man, it had to be a couple inches difference there, and that was it.
About a half a shoe width on that one. She was coming.
Man, that would have been nice. Inbound to Davis. She'll bring it across midcourt. Right side off the inbound. Over to Rourke on the right side. Up top to McQuarrie. She'll line up another 3. This one off front rim, right side rim. The rebound to Carly Chapman. She gets it and is able to get it away to Grace Goldman this time. Will jaunt across midcourt. 1:05 to go second quarter. Madison up 40-17 on the Lady Cats. It's Beach with it on the left side. Back out to Grace at the volleyball line on the right. Goldman looking a little perplexed right now. Drives it left, had the ball knocked away, got it back though, gives it up to Adele Emmons, right wing. High post to Carly Chapman, out to Book in the corner, right side. Paisley looking, Nice drop off to Chapman. Tried to go cross court to Beach. Ball got deflected, but Beach comes up with it on the left wing. Out to Goldman. Deep three. Oh, my.
Wow.
Grace Goldman sinking the long jumper to make it now a 40-20 game with 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Davis blows by everybody, gets it down low to Kylie Montgomery for the easy layup on the left side.
Tell you, Juliana Davis can do it all. She doesn't have to score. Her teammates score off with the things she does with the ball.
Book gets it right side, tried to go back out to Goldman with the ball, was deflected off Kenzie Smith. 9 seconds to go. Grace has got to go. 7 seconds, 5 seconds, turns, fires a prayer from top of the key, and it rimmed in.
Nice shot.
Somehow got that one to go, and the Lady Cats have a little touch of momentum going into halftime, but they got a big hole they got to dig out of going into the second half here in the Sectional 30 semifinals here at Charlestown. Coming up, we have our halftime report here in the Sectional semifinal game here tonight. We'll have first half stats and analysis, and we'll see if we can get you some other scores from other games around other sectional games tonight as well. All of that coming up in our halftime report. It is 42-23. The Madison Lady Cubs lead the North Harrison Lady Cats going into halftime. You're listening to North Harrison Lady Cats basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Hi, this is John Bender. Cooler weather, it's on its way. The Department of Energy says a properly insulated home can save you up to 20% off your heating and cooling expense. So make sure your home is properly insulated this fall. The Owens Corning ProCat low-fill insulation system makes it quick and affordable to properly insulate your home. You can do it yourself, or we can recommend a contractor to help you. Learn how easy you can add insulation with the ProCat insulation system by visiting us at Bender Lumber. Local people serving local needs for over 90 years.
Are you looking for top quality Chris Stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Chris Stone in DePaul. At Davis Chris Stone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality Chris Stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Chris Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Looking to update your floors? Denny's Carpet in Corydon has been your local expert for over 35 years. From cozy carpets to durable hardwoods and stylish vinyl, they have it all and at prices you love. With top-notch customer service and affordable options, they make it easy to transform your space. Plus, enjoy special discounts on select flooring. Stop by or call 812-738-8466 off Highway 62 in Corydon. Denny's Carpet, because they know quality and affordability matter.
We've reached halftime here inside the Charlestown Sports Arena on the campus of Charlestown High School here in the city of Charlestown. And it has been a difficult night for the North Harrison Lady Cats, really from the end of the first quarter. Over about the last 3 minutes of that first quarter into the second quarter, Madison really has taken over this contest. And even though the Lady Cats have done some good things against Juliana Davis, she still has been able to get things going on the offensive end, playing off the ball. Hasn't really been a primary ball handler so far in this half. It's really been going through Addison Rourke and Kylie Montgomery, but Madison had enough girls step up for them in this first half of play to keep the Lady Cats trailing here at halftime. The score on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard has the Lady Cubs leading the Lady Cats by a score of 42-23 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play. Let's go through the first half shooting and scoring numbers for both of these teams here tonight. And, of course, we will start with the Madison Lady Cubs. And they have had everybody score among their six-player rotation here in the first two quarters of play. Juliana Davis is actually the leading scorer at halftime, even though it seemed like she was a little quiet at times, but she was able to knock down 6 free throws in that first half of play. She buried the first basket of the night on a three-pointer there in the first quarter, and then Davis with a driving layup at the end of the first, and then another 2-point shot in the second. Davis has 13 points to lead Madison so far. Miley McQuarrie did not score a single point the first quarter. Then she made 2 free throws, got 3 baskets, all within point-blank range, and then buried a tray there in that second quarter. So McQuarrie has 11 so far here in this first half of play. Kenzie Smith and Addison Rourke, they were the two who really stepped up around Davis in the first quarter. Smith had 5 of her 7 in that first quarter on a 2 and a 3. Then a 2 for her in the second quarter. 7 points for Kenzie Smith. Addison Rourke made a couple of trays in that first quarter to go with 1 of 2 at the free throw line for 7 points. And then Kylie Montgomery and Nadeline Montgomery, the sisters. Kylie a senior, Nadeline is a sophomore. Kylie got a basket off a Davis pass in the second quarter on a layup for 2 points. And Nadeline Montgomery off of a steal, scoring on the other end, 2 points for her. Madison shot the ball really well in that first half. 6 out of 12 in the first quarter, 8 out of 10 in the second quarter. They made 14 out of 22 for 64% in that first half, and they nailed their three-point shots. They made 5 out of 9 from behind the arc, 56% over the first 2 quarters of play. And then as far as free throw shooting, the Lady Cubs were 9 out of 10 for 90%. They were 18 to 21 in the opening round game on Tuesday night. On the North Harrison side of things here in the first half, the Lady Cats have just not been able to get enough of a spark going offensively, especially with everybody around Grace Goldman, who did most of the scoring. Grace has a game-high 17 points so far, 7 in the first quarter, 10 in the second quarter. In that second quarter, she went 2 out of 4 at the line and made 2 3-point shots late in the quarter, a basket for 2 early in the quarter. So Grace has 17 points so far in the first half. Olivia Brown got in foul trouble early. She had a basket for 2 and 1 of 2 free throws, 3 points for her. Carly Chapman able to get to the line in the first quarter, made both free throws. She's got 2 points. Lillian Burks, 1 out of 2 in the first quarter from the free throw line. And Burks has 1 point. Bree Beach had a couple of good looks, couldn't get them to go down in the first half of play. She is scoreless. Lucy Flickner, Adele Emmons, and Paisley Book have all seen time. None of them have scored for North Harrison. They shot 3 of 12 in the first quarter, 4 out of 12 in the second, 7 out of 24 for 29% in the first half. They're not making threes very well either, not like they did last Thursday. 1 out of 7 in the first quarter, 2 out of 6 in the second. The Lady Cats are 3 out of 13 from long range for 23%. And they made 6 out of 10 at the free throw line for 60% in that first half. Madison led 19-10 at the end of the first quarter, and they outscored the Lady Cats 23-13 in the second. And so far, the biggest lead Madison has had is 40-16. We've had 2 lead changes and 3 ties. And those ties happened very early in the game at 3, 6, and 7 in that first quarter of play, as Madison leads 42-23 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard here at halftime. Taking a look at the additional numbers on rebounds, Madison winning that category 14-12 over the Lady Cats so far. Madison's Miley McQuarrie is the leader on rebounds for the Lady Cubs. She had 7 in that first half. Kenzie Smith had 3 rebounds. And then Miley McQuarrie, Addison Rourke, 2 rebounds. Juliana Davis, 1 rebound. And Nadeline Montgomery, 1 rebound. 14 total, no offensive rebounds for Madison in that first half of play. North Harrison grabbed 12 rebounds as a team. Carly Chapman had 7, 3 of those on the offensive glass. Olivia Brown, 2 rebounds for her, 1 offensive. Lillian Burks, Bree Beach, and Grace Goldman all with 1 rebound in that first half. The Lady Cats had 4 offensive rebounds in that total of 12. Turnovers haven't been too bad. The Lady Cats have 5, compared that to 3 for Madison. The Lady Cubs, though, have 12 assists on 14 made shots. Davis has dished out 4 assists so far. McQuarrie has 3, Montgomery 2, Smith 2, and Nadeline Montgomery with 1 assist. The Lady Cats, 5 assists on 7 made shots. And it is Lillian Burks who leads there with 3 in the first half of play. Bree Beach and Olivia Brown both dished out 1 assist apiece for the Lady Cats in that first half, as they trail again by 19 at 42-23 here at the halftime break. Taking a look at other sectional scores around the area tonight in 2A, sectional 46 at Eastern Pekin. Crawford County holds off Clarksville 46-41. The Lady Pack are headed to the championship game tomorrow night. At West Washington in Class A, sectional 63, it was Borden. Downing Henryville, the defending Class A state champs, will play for a sectional tomorrow night. Borden wins 63-42 in that one. And Orleans, a winner in sectional 63 at North Davies, as they were able to knock off Bar Reeve 43-27 in a game you heard over on our sister station, Mix 95.3 up in Elnora at North Davies. Second half coming up, the Lady Cats down by 19 to Madison. You're listening to North Harrison Lady Cats basketball in the Sectional 30 semifinals here on 96.9 WKLO.
Are tax season blues getting you down? Well, worry no more. Introducing Jiffy Tax Shack, your go-to destination for hassle-free tax filing. At Jiffy Tax Shack, they make tax filing a breeze. Experienced team of tax professionals can ensure you get every deduction you deserve. Fast, accurate, and affordable. That's the Jiffy Tax Shack promise. No more stressing over complicated forms and endless paperwork. Your refund is just a visit away. Jiffy Tax Shack in Tazewell, where taxes are made simple. Call 812-338-3258. Don't forget to ask if you qualify for the earner income tax credit.
Third quarter about to get started here at the Charlestown Sports Arena here in Charlestown, Indiana. Semifinal round of Sectional 30. Silver Creek, a winner earlier this evening. They knocked out Charlestown 54-42 in the first semifinal game tonight. And the winner of this game will get Silver Creek for the championship tomorrow night. Scott Shane's team back in the championship after losing to Corydon Central a year ago up at Scottsburg. Lady Dragons trying to make another run to state. And if this result holds, they'll certainly have their hands full tomorrow night with this Madison team. The two teams did, in fact, meet during the season. And Madison lost that game 49-43 in Sellersburg on January 13th. Lady Cats late coming out of the locker room. They'll return with their starting five. Begin the third quarter of play. Lillian Burks, Bree Beach, Olivia Brown, Grace Goldman, and Carly Chapman on the floor. North Harrison, I believe, will have it first. Lady Cats in the road blue uniforms, white letters and numbers with the white and black trim. The Lady Cubs in the home white uniforms with the black letters and numbers trimmed in red. Lady Cubs in script across the front of the uniform and the black and red trim on the jersey as well. North Harrison will have it. They're down by 19, 42-23. And I don't know what's going on. The officials are having a discussion right now. North Harrison, what's going on? So
I don't know. They're pulling players off the floor and putting other. I don't know whether they didn't.
I'm not sure what's.
There goes another.
I've never seen this before.
Is just a shuffle.
Well, I mean, if your starters are out on the floor,
yeah, that's what I'm.
Burks and Brown, Olivia Brown and Lillian Burks aren't being allowed to start the second half. I don't understand that at all.
No.
What's bad about being all the way over here is nobody's going to come over and talk to us about it.
No.
And we can't explain it to you all out there listening. So I'm sorry. I've never seen that before.
No, that's a new one.
We've watched hundreds and hundreds of games, and I assure you, we've never seen two starters be held out of the start of a half. I don't get it. I don't know if there was a problem with the book or the official book was like, hey, they need to stay out. Whatever the case may be, Grace Goldman just got fouled 11 seconds into the quarter. Foul is on Juliana Davis, her second, team's first of the quarter. So Grace is going to go to the line for two shots. She got it on the right side and drew contact. Goldman gets her 18th point of the night. And again, the bad news for the Lady Cats is nobody else around Grace has really been able to find a rhythm. Adele Lemons and Paisley Book start the second half, and they go right to the bench immediately as Brown and Chapman check in. Second free throw down the hatch for Grace. Goldman, 1,000-point scorer in her career at North Harrison, makes it 42-25. McQuarrie up the floor, pulls up, free throw line jumper. That rimmed in and out. And the Lady Cubs, by the way, coming toward us as Beach gets the rebound for North Harrison. Over to Brown in the front court. Lady Cats are going away from us here from the corner balcony here at the Charlestown Sports Arena. Brown has it on the right wing, straight away to Chapman. Her second attempt for three. That one off the glass, right side rim, but Brown had the offensive rebound, and then Olivia lost it off of a Madison player out of bounds. Carly had not attempted a three all season until tonight. Now she's had two, and that one, man, that was a hard hitter there. Beach gets the inbound left wing to Goldman, back to Bree. That three, back of the rim. Another good look that wouldn't go. And Kenzie Smith with the weak side rebound on the right baseline. Up the floor, layup there for McQuarrie on the left side. She moves so effortlessly up the floor. 44-25, 7 minutes to go, third quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Olivia Brown has it right wing, hands it off to Bree Beach. Beach back to Brown along the sideline. Olivia holds, looks inside, goes to Chapman, high post above the right elbow. Out to Burks on the left wing. Lillian looks, dribbles, crossover, now takes it over half-court circle, over to the right side now as she keeps that bounce alive. Hand off to Brown, back to Burks above the right corner. Burks pitches it out to Goldman on the wing, down low to Chapman, turns, shot too strong, right side, off the left side glass, and it's Kylie Montgomery who emerges out of there with it for Madison. Drives into the paint, kicks it straight away to Addison Rourke. Down low to McQuarrie, layup left side, on the run, missed it front of the rim, rebound to Grace Goldman. Grace across midcourt, crosses over at the top of the arc. Crosses over again, left side, hands it to Burks. She'll take it right side, pulls up, 15-footer. Nice look there, wouldn't go, off the back of the rim, and Rourke is there right side of the basket for the rebound. And then a drive, and Davis goes down hard, got hit. She threw a desperation heave at the basket. Man, she really spilled hard on the floor. Seems to be okay, though. Seems to be in good spirits at least. But, man, the Lady Cats, Lillian Burks, made that foul count. That's going to be her fourth. Fourth on the senior, and that'll be the team's first of the quarter. 2 shots for Juliana Davis. First one on the way. Sunk it. Why not? She's done that all night. 7 out of 7 with her 14th point.
Just automatic at the line.
Last few possessions for North Harrison, I mean, this goes to show you they've been getting good shots, but outside of Grace, they haven't been going in very well as Davis sinks the second free throw. 46-25 now with 6 minutes to go in the third. Lady Cats send Paisley Book and Adele Emmons back in for Lillian Burks and Carly Chapman. Adele catches it on the left wing extended. She holds there, and Dakota Brooks wants another timeout with 5:52 to go here in the third. Lady Cats are 46-25 trailers to Madison on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to North Harrison Lady Cats basketball here on 96.9 WKLO.
Giving parental permission for children to drink might feel like a chance for safe supervision, but the reality is you're increasing the risk of future alcohol abuse and negative consequences. In addition to the potential for misuse down the road, we also know that alcohol use by teenagers has a damaging effect on brain development. If you really want the best for your child, ask yourself, what message are you sending? Paid for by Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services.
46-25, it's Madison in the lead right now over the North Harrison Lady Cats on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. First Harrison is proud to offer Banking Butler digital banking. You can do your banking on the go, whether it be on your phone, tablet, or if you have a laptop, however you want to do your online banking, you can do that and find out more information at your local branch or online at firstharrison.com. The inbound from Grace Goldman to Olivia Brown on the left wing. It's been a while since I've done that full promo for the Banking Butler, but don't have much of a chance to do it. These games are going fast. Brown on the drive left side. Man, nice. What a tough shot that was. She scooped it up. It hit the back of the rim, and it fell in from the left side. And Lady Cats, see if they can make a dent in this a little bit. They're going to have to work their way back into it. McQuarrie gives it to Rourke up top. Man, nice give and go back to McQuarrie left side, and she lays it in for her 15th point. That give and go has been really effective tonight.
It has been. They've scored a lot of buckets off that.
Say probably, at least 12 or 14 points off that play?
Yeah, every bit of it. Yep, I think 6 or 7 times they've done it. I know that.
It is Lady Cats with it. Goldman controls it up top. After ball movement, gives it to Adele Emmons, who takes it right side and gives it up to Bree Beach. Beach will drive down to the corner, off to Brown. On the handoff, Olivia takes it up top, goes high post to Goldman. Goldman turns into a double team, got the ball stripped. She got hit in the face. No call. Davis comes out of there with it, runs it down the floor, kicks it to Rourke, open 3 left wing, and she rims it in. Addison Rourke has really shot the ball well tonight. She's made all 3 of her trays, and now the lead is 24. That ties the biggest lead Madison has had tonight. Lady Cats, if it could go against them right now, it certainly has. Emmons has it, controls it to the right side after dribbling down there, straight away to Brown, down to the post to Goldman, out to Adele. 3 right wing, looks good. She got it. Rimmed it in. That's a nice shot from Adele Emmons. You got to be ready to shoot. Doesn't matter who it is. Smith up the floor, 3 from the right corner, short. Kylie Montgomery able to get the rebound, sticks it back up and in off the glass, right side. Good heads-up play there for Kylie Montgomery. 53-30 with 3:53 to go. At this point, it doesn't matter. If you're open, you better be ready to shoot it if you're the Lady Cats. Goldman, that's a tough shot.
Oh,
what the heck just happened?
That's at the bottom of the net. Boom.
She turned around, and it was an off-balance three straight away. She nailed it, and then on the other end, a dish from Davis to Montgomery on the left side, another layup, her sixth point of the game, 55-33. They just can't stop Madison, though.
Yeah, Madison's clicking on all cylinders tonight.
And their spacing and their flow offensively, I'll tell you what, if this result holds, Silver Creek's going to have their hands full tomorrow night.
Every bit of it. Because they pass the ball so well, and they're finding the open player just about every trip.
It's a veteran team. You can see that. Goldman taking it right side, drew a foul a moment ago. She tried to force up a shot, so Grace will go to the line for two attempts here with 3:15 to go in the third quarter. The foul will be the third on Juliana Davis. If only the circumstances were a little different right now. Free throw on the way, and Goldman knocks that in. She now has 23 points on the night. The rest of the team has 11 right now.
That's been the biggest problem tonight. No one else can get the ball to go in the bucket much.
Second free throw is good. Goldman now with 24. Well, the lead is down to 20. 3:12 to go here in the third. Davis will walk it across midcourt for Madison. Takes it right side, drives it all the way to the rim, lays it up off the back of the rim, and it rolled in. Juliana Davis with the basket.
Can't forget about her.
Carly kind of didn't square up enough on that cutoff there. If she had, there's no way Davis would have been able to get there. Timeout Madison with 3:04 to go third quarter. They lead by 22. You're listening to North Harrison Lady Cats basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Hi, I'm Emery Jones, Career Education Coordinator at Prosser Career Education Center in New Albany. Are you ready to build your future? At Prosser, you'll explore 29 hands-on, high-wage programs, from aviation to culinary, welding to cybersecurity, all designed to launch real careers or college success. Prosser is located at 4202 Charlestown Road, New Albany, Indiana. Need help? Call our main office at 812-542-8508 or visit your school counselor today to learn more. Prosser, where your future begins.
3:04 to go here in the third quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. And had some good music this week, but who would have thought The Price is Right would be coming in? The Bob Barker version, no less. Old school Price is Right. The good times. Inbound to Olivia Brown from Adele Emmons. Let's see if the Lady Cats can get the price right here the rest of the third quarter. Emmons trying to go to Golden, left side of the lane. She fakes on Rourke, drives it, throws up a tough shot. Got it to go. That was over Kenzie Smith, actually. Man, Grace Goldman making some tough shots tonight.
She is.
Kylie Montgomery lined up the three. Got it in the corner right side. She buries that one. First tray of the night for Montgomery. She has scored 7 in the quarter, 9 on the night, doing basically what she did against Corydon on Tuesday night in the first round win. Emmons crosses over front court on Rourke, takes it left wing. Right side to Golden, deep three. That one off the front of the rim. Beach competing for the rebound with Davis. Couldn't get a hold of it. And yet, it's going to stay with North Harrison.
Yeah.
I thought that went off free there, but the Lady Cats will take the break any way they can get it right now.
Yeah, I thought it went off over too, but
Emmons is the inbounder left baseline over to Bree on the right wing, down to the corner to Olivia Brown. Olivia circles it into the lane, pitches it out left corner for Goldman. That three skies off the back of the rim, rebounded Chapman underneath, goes up, can't get the layup, gets it back again, kicks it out straight away to Beach. Now to Brown, right side, drives it, had the ball knocked away, and then Miley McQuarrie comes up with the steal. Up the floor to Montgomery. How about another layup for her? Juliana Davis finding her on that left side yet again for her 11th point of the night. And it's 62-37, the biggest lead now, 25 for Madison with 1:50 to go in the quarter. A drive and a missed layup there for the Lady Cats. Beach couldn't connect. Davis goes coast to coast, missed the left-hand scoop layup. Rebound down to Kenzie Smith. Back to Davis, inside to McQuarrie. Couldn't get that to go. Rebound comes down now to Smith. Kick back out. Rourke, left wing three on the way. That rims in and out on the left wing. And then Brown is able to come up with the rebound for the Lady Cats.
Thank goodness. They just kept getting rebound after rebound.
And Goldman gets it down low to Chapman right side. Out to Emmons for a three. Missed it right wing off the left side of the glass. Davis is able to collect the rebound here for the Lady Cubs. Up the floor, Davis, wide open Rourke, 3, left wing, missed it, back rim, rebound, Olivia Brown able to grab it this time for North Harrison. Down to the final minute of the third quarter, Lady Cubs are up 62-37 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Goldman, the runner, off the glass right side, got it to go from 12 feet out. She's making tough shots.
She is.
I just wish the rest of the team were making the shots along with her right now.
They would be a lot better off right now.
Rourke off the drive and kick to McQuarrie. Straightaway 3 rimmed out. Goldman competes with Rourke and is able to come down with the rebound under the basket. Here comes Grace pushing the floor, tempo up the floor. Right side goes up with the push shot. Couldn't get it to go. Right side 8 feet. Rourke is able to grab the rebound left side for Madison. Gives it to Kylie Montgomery, who walks it across midcourt on the right side. 20 seconds to go here in the third. Montgomery right side to McQuarrie at the top of the arc. She'll kick it out wide open. Kenzie Smith left corner, and she missed it off the side rim. Chapman able to collect the rebound off the bounce. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Here comes Grace up the floor, left side. Pitches it out to Beach. 3, left wing, air ball. Rebound to Emmons. Gives it to Goldman, and she rims one in at the buzzer from 5 feet away on the left side of the basket to close out the third quarter. Lady Cats find themselves down 62-41 as we head to the fourth quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to North Harrison Lady Cats basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
At First Harrison, the Banking Butler is more than just a banking app. It's who we are. It's a level of service we've delivered for more than 130 years. First Harrison is here to make it easy for local business owners with real estate loans, construction loans, SBA loans, lines of credit, treasury management, and merchant services. You will get competitive rates and fast local decisions. The Banking Butler. It's who we are. Keep it easy. Keep it local. First Harrison Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Harrison County Hospital, your health is their top priority. Dr. John Gonzaba and the entire team at General Surgery Associates are proud to expand their surgical expertise with 2 outstanding surgeons. Dr. Karen Johnson Burkhorst specializes in appendectomy, breast surgery, colonoscopy, gallbladder surgery, hernia repair, and minimally invasive procedures. And Dr. Stephen Thomas focuses on wound care, skin cancers, diabetic foot issues, and more. Call 812-738-0177 today to schedule your appointment. Learn more at hchin.org.
Fourth quarter is now a go here at Charlestown Sports Arena, Class 3A, Sectional 30 semifinals as part of the 51st IHSAA Girls Basketball State Tournament. Silver Creek has already advanced to the championship game tomorrow night. They beat Charlestown earlier this evening, 54-42. So they await the winner of this one as Madison starts the fourth quarter. Juliana Davis off the inbound with it. Passes it over to Rourke on the left side. Throws a deflected pass, and Olivia Brown comes up with it on the right side of the floor. Olivia drives it, gives it out to Paisley Book. She'll fire a 3 straight away. Couldn't get it to go. Hit the glass front of the rim, and Miley McQuarrie is able to garner the rebound for the Lady Cubs. Lady Cats have Lucy Flickner on the floor for the first time in the second half, along with Paisley Book, Olivia Brown, Grace Goldman, and there's McQuarrie. Right side off the drive, stopped and banked in a 10-footer to make it 64-41. McQuarrie has 17. Her and Davis are
She has 9 rebounds, too.
Her and Davis are the co-leaders offensively as far as scoring. Book gets it high post from Lillian Burks. Lillian has it back in the right corner, drives baseline, tries to pitch it out. The pass to Brown. Pulls up, goes for the elbow jumper left side, missed that. McQuarrie had another rebound for the Lady Cubs.
Double-double.
Up the floor, Davis to Natalie Montgomery underneath. Out to Kylie Montgomery. Straight away to Rourke. She'll drive, pull up, fire, draws a foul. Contact there, I should say. And the Lady Cubs will go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. They will send Addison Rourke to the free throw line. Went 1 of 2 back in the first quarter. She's got 10 points on the night. The foul is on Lucy Flickner of North Harrison. That'll be the first on Lucy tonight. Team's first of the quarter. Free throw is good for Addison Rourke, who gets her 11th point. 61%, 19 of 31 coming in. Kylie Montgomery is out, and back in there for Madison is Kenzie Smith. Rourke is going to try to make this a 25-point lead for the second time tonight, and she does not do that. Missed it back of the rim. Rebecca Griffiths, the senior, is in there now for the Lady Cats, joining Olivia Brown, Lillian Burks, as well as Grace Goldman and Paisley Book. Burks, right wing with it, tried to throw it down low to to Grace on the right block, but it went over everybody out of bounds under the basket, so the Lady Cubs will get it. One good thing for the Lady Cats, they really haven't had a lot of turnovers here tonight in this sectional semifinal.
No, they can't get the ball to go in the bucket, and Grace has done a good job, but you expect her to. She's done it all year long, but some of the other ones just need to step up. It's not too late to do it now.
Well, by the way, she's reached a milestone tonight, 30 points for Grace Goldman tonight. Out the cut, McQuarrie getting it left side, couldn't get it to go, missed it strong, rebound it to Smith, kicks it out to Natalie Montgomery, right wing three, skips off the right left side of the rim, and Goldman with the weak side board for the Lady Cats. And now the North Harrison girls pushing it. Burks open three right corner. That won't go, but Rebecca Griffiths is able to come up with the offensive rebound on the left baseline. Back out to Book. Around to Burks, right wing three, and another one for Grace. She's got 33 now after making that basket. She's reached the Larry Bird level for tonight. 65-44 after splashing that triple. Lead down to 21, 5:40 to go. Davis straightaway three, rims off, front to back, and then Brown on the right side is able to collect the rebound for the Lady Cats. Up the floor to Goldman, drives it left side. Nice pass down low to Paisley Book, and she lays it in off the right side of the window. Love to see that.
Yeah.
Paisley with her first two of the night. Good job by Grace to find her, too. And Madison will call timeout with 5:19 to go in the fourth quarter. They are in the driver's seat, though, 65-46 over North Harrison on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to North Harrison Lady Cats basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Are you looking for top quality Chris Stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Chris Stone in DePaul. At Davis Chris Stone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality Chris Stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crest Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Looking to update your floors? Denny's Carpet in Corden has been your local expert for over 35 years. From cozy carpets to durable hardwoods and stylish vinyl, they have it all and at prices you love. With top-notch customer service and affordable options, they make it easy to transform your space. Plus, enjoy special discounts on select flooring. Stop by or call 812-738-8466 off Highway 62 in Corden. Denny's Carpet, because they know quality and affordability matter.
Well, the North Harrison Lady Cats still find themselves down by 19, 65-46 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. 5:19 to go here in the fourth and final frame. But as you would expect with a North Harrison girls team, and we've seen this every year we've covered them, they're not going away quietly tonight, and that's certainly good to see, even though it looks like the sun is about to set on their season here tonight. But again, these girls, they don't know. I mean,
they're giving a great effort. It's just that things are not falling their way right now.
Yeah. Well, and that's what we've seen, though. That's part of the expectation of being a Lady Cat. You never give up. You play all four quarters. It doesn't matter if it was the teams that went to state in 2016 and 2017 or the current iteration of this team. And Juliana Davis drawing a foul there, and that's going to be it for Lillian Burke. She fouls out, and her season is now over for North Harrison, but with everything she's been through as she comes out, Bree Beach is back on the court now. With everything Lillian's been through with injuries and the adversity she's faced, it was good to see her get in a full season as Davis sinks the first free throw for her 18th point. Lillian Burke's definitely a picture of resiliency.
She's clean from the line tonight. She's not missed any, has she?
Nope. And that continues. She's made all 10 of her free throws, a perfect 10, and just in time for the Olympics, starting up for the winter. Not exactly the summer games yet. Over in Milan and Cordano, Italy. Here's Goldman with it in the front court to Book on the left side. Bree Beach with it. Rebecca Griffiths remains out there, and we now have Presley Emmons for the first time, the sophomore or the junior guard at 5'4". Here's a pull. Goldman left corner, left it short side rim. Rebound to Miley McQuarrie. For Madison, brings it up the right side of the floor, gives it up behind her to Kylie Montgomery across the free throw line out to Rourke. Three left wing. That one's off the front of the cylinder. Rebound to Book. Paisley getting a good rebound there. North Harrison has 4 seniors on their roster. 4:29 to go, fourth quarter. They're down 67-46 to the Lady Cubs. Goldman drives it right side to Beach, inside to Book, out to Griffiths, left wing 3. Off the back of the rim. Goldman offensive rebound goes back up. Foul, and it'll be 2 shots as the Lady Cubs sandwiched her with 2 players. Rebecca has not been able to make a 3 all year. In 8 prior games, she scored 2 points. She's been dealing with a bit of an injury this season. Foul was on Kenzie Smith. That's her second. Free throw is up and good for Grace Goldman. 4:19 to go. She just got her 34th point of the night. And I don't know what the record is for most points in a sectional game for North Harrison, but I don't think she's that far off. No. Second free throw is good. I can tell you the single game record. I think it's Lily Hatton. I think Lily had 43 one game for North Harrison.
Yeah.
And that's 35. What a shock. Lily Hatton had 40.
She was tough.
Safe to say the best player North Harrison's ever had. That one, man. Kylie Montgomery, as soon as she threw that, or actually it was Rourke, as she tried to wing it to McQuarrie, top of the key down low, and it went right by everybody out of bounds. Lily definitely, at least in my opinion, the best player that ever came through North Harrison. I mean, look at all she did, scoring, blocking shots, rebounding, all of it. As Goldman gets it down low, Chapman finding her from the right wing to the right block. A foul on Madison with 3:51 to go. This place was rocking earlier. We had a huge crowd for the Charlestown Silver Creek game. Dakota Brooks going to call timeout as Kenzie Smith picks up her 3rd foul. We'll take one with them. North Harrison down 67-48 with 3:51 to go here in the 4th quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to North Harrison Lady Cats basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
This is Emery Jones, Career Education Coordinator at Prosser in New Albany. Right now, we are looking for motivated students to join our precision machining, welding, plumbing, and landscaping programs. These are high-demand careers with great pay. You'll get hands-on training, real-world experience, and a jump start on your future. Visit prossercareers.com or call 812-542-8508 to learn more. Prosser. Get skilled, get hired.
3:51 to go here in the 4th quarter of play on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. North Harrison Lady Cats down 67-48. They're not going away quietly. Certainly great to see that, even though it looks like it's going to be Madison going to play Silver Creek for the championship tomorrow. And the way Madison executed, especially in the first 3 quarters of this game offensively, again, if this result holds, Silver Creek, it's going to be a fun championship to watch tomorrow night, and this Madison team could really give the Lady Dragons a lot of problems.
Yeah, they could rock their world tomorrow night. Don't count them out, because they're sure playing well tonight.
Silver Creek will be favored in that game, most likely, is Goldman. Man, what a move out of the basket, reverse layup, right to left. What a move by Goldman. She had nowhere to go for a second, and she found just enough of a gap to get in there. She's got 37 now. 67-50. Here is Smith, right corner, gives it to Montgomery, and that is going to be called 9 times out of 10, even if you don't make contact on the swat down. And that's going to be the foul on Grace. That's her first of the night. That'll be the team's second of the quarter. That'll send Kylie Montgomery to the stripe. 2 shots for her. First one off the back rim, and then it did a little Plinko action going down. Rattling around 67%. 18 out of 27 for Kylie Montgomery, her 12th point of the night. 68-50 with 3:28 to go. Presley Emmons is out. Olivia Brown back in for the Lady Cats. Second free throw is down the hatch again. Montgomery's got 13. 69-50 with 3:28 to go. Rebecca Griffiths, probably the last time she'll check out. Gets a standing ovation from the bench as she's one of the 4 seniors on the team. Adele Emmons back in there with Bree Beach, Olivia Brown, Carly Chapman, and Grace Goldman. Chapman gets the bounce pass from Brown at the top of the arc. She'll line up a 17-foot jumper. It hit the back, rolled off the front. Looked like it might roll back, but it rolled off the front to Miley McQuarrie for Madison. She drives it, layup, blocked. Chapman got a piece of that one. Brown tried to throw it to Beach. It's intercepted by Rourke. Goes down low to Davis, missed layup, got her own rebound. Left side to Smith, her jumper from 12, that rims out. Rebound to Beach. She almost got away with it. Davis strips it away from her, and it goes off of Bree out of bounds. So Madison will keep possession with 2:50 to go, leading 69-50 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. The inbound comes from the left baseline. Smith to Davis, wide open, off the rim and in from the right side. Juliana Davis has 21 now, just a little bit below her season average of 24, the all-time leading scorer in Madison history.
You can see why. Girl can score from anywhere.
Emmons, 3, right wing, couldn't get it to go. Goldman underneath, gets the rebound, goes to Carly Chapman, and she got it deflected off of her. Davis with those quick hands, and that's something that she does not get enough credit for, I think, is she's got really quick hands as a defensive player.
She's just all around very fine player.
She averages 4.6 steals per game. The only other player I've seen in recent years as Rourke lines up a 3 on the left wing. That one hit the back rim and rolled in. Rourke has 14, as I was saying. The only other player I've seen that's done that is Josie Vaughn at Corydon.
Yeah.
At least in recent memory.
Josie could do it.
Here's Emmons with it. Right wing up top to Goldman. That 3 is off the front rim. Rebound to Kenzie Smith in the paint. Up the floor now with it is McQuarrie down low to Rourke, and she lays it in off the left side. Rourke has had a big night, 16 points for her, 76-50, the biggest lead now 26 for Madison, and Lady Cubs are going to get a chance to play for their first sectional title in 12 years tomorrow night. Emmons gets it left wing from Grace Goldman, back to Grace up top. Goldman trying to drive and going to get called for the offensive foul. She ran right into Kenzie Smith. That'll be a turnover on the Lady Cats. Second foul on Grace, third on the team here in the quarter. And the Lady Cubs are going to clear the bench. They're going to send Lauren Schaefer in there, 5'8" freshman forward, who has no points but a rebound in one other game this year. Berlin Conover will also check in. She's a senior at 5'10". And she has 5 points and 8 rebounds on the season. Meanwhile, Ava Smith is also out there, 5'8" and a sophomore, 5 points, 9 rebounds for her. And then you've got Nadeline Montgomery back out there. And you also have Maddie Floyd, who is a freshman at 5'10", no points in 2 prior games this year. And then a ball ricocheted off Floyd out of bounds in the left corner off the ball movement. It'll go back to North Harrison. Lady Cats have Brown as well as Emmons, Goldman, and Chapman on the floor. And then Bree Beach as well. Emmons has it. Adele takes it right wing into the front court to Chapman. Inside to Goldman. Turns off the glass. Good with 1 minute to go. And that's now going to be 39 for Grace Goldman.
Yeah.
Well, she's going to go out with one of the best scoring games a North Harrison player has ever had. Beach tried to steal it. And then apparently went off Madison, but again, I thought Bree threw that one away.
She popped that out of there pretty hard. I thought she got it.
The last 2 seniors, this will be it for Grace and Carly. Chapman and Goldman come out of the contest, and this will be the last time they will be donning the blue and white for North Harrison. But, man, Grace Goldman put her best effort forward tonight. Didn't get enough help offensively, and they just couldn't. Once the Madison machine got rolling, just like Corydon found out on Tuesday, it was really hard to stop them.
Yeah.
Brown, straightaway 3. Emmons found her up there, missed that one. It rolled off the rim left side. Rebound comes down to Madison's Ava Smith. So, end of the game now, Lola Bowman, who is a freshman. Foul is going to be called as Montgomery. Well, she fell down there on the left wing, and offensive foul on Madison with 27.8 seconds to go. Push off on Nadeline Montgomery, her second, team's third. Lola Bowman, freshman, 5'5", averaging a point in 5 prior games on the season. And with her is Maddie Blair, 5'9" and a sophomore, no points on the season so far. The shot, Blair misses that one on the runner down the middle of the lane. Beach gets it from Brown off the offensive rebound. Straight away to Blair, and Maddie airballs the 3 with 8 seconds to go. Maddie had played in 5 prior varsity games, 2 tonight. Madison's going to win this one. The Lady Cats' streak of sectional losses will go to 9 in a row now. And Madison is going to play for a championship tomorrow night. They're looking for their 12th sectional championship in program history and their first since 2014. They will face the Silver Creek Lady Dragons for the sectional championship game tomorrow night here at the Charlestown Sports Arena in Class 3A, sectional number 30. The final score tonight on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, it's the Madison Lady Cubs 76 and the North Harrison Lady Cats 52. North Harrison season will come to an end with a 5-17 record, while the Lady Cubs will improve to 18-5. And again, they get to play for a championship tomorrow night. They will face the Silver Creek Lady Dragons as the top 10, two teams in the top 10 in Class 3A compete for a sectional championship here in this prestigious arena at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. That'll be the tip time. The doors will open about 6 o'clock here at the Charlestown Sports Arena. Coming up, we'll have our Davis Crushstone postgame show. We will provide you with the final stats and analysis. And we'll also talk, hopefully, with North Harrison head coach Dakota Brooks as well. And then we'll tell you what we've got coming up tomorrow with boys basketball, a matinee tomorrow afternoon. All of that coming up in our Davis Crushstone postgame show after this. You're listening to North Harrison Lady Cats basketball in the Sectional 30 semifinals right here on 96.9 WKLO.
At Harrison County Hospital, your health is their top priority. Dr. John Gonzaba and the entire team at General Surgery Associates are proud to expand their surgical expertise with two outstanding surgeons. Dr. Karen Johnson Burkhorst specializes in appendectomy, breast surgery, colonoscopy, gallbladder surgery, hernia repair, and minimally invasive procedures. And Dr. Stephen Thomas focuses on wound care, skin cancers, diabetic foot issues, and more. Call 812-738-0177 today to schedule your appointment. Learn more at hchin.org.
Are you looking for top quality Crestone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crestone in DePaul. At Davis Crestone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality Crestone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crestone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Hi, this is John Bender. Cooler weather, it's on its way. The Department of Energy says a properly insulated home can save you up to 20% off your heating and cooling expense. So make sure your home is properly insulated this fall. The Owens Corning ProCat Low-Fill Insulation System makes it quick and affordable to properly insulate your home. You can do it yourself, or we can recommend a contractor to help you. Learn how easy you can add insulation with the ProCat Insulation System by visiting us at Bender Lumber. Local people serving local needs for over 90 years.
Well, another loss for the Harrison County teams in sectional play, and the North Harrison Lady Cats run into the buzzsaw known as the Madison Lady Cubs, and congratulations to Madison. They've looked impressive in their first two games this week. Certainly going to be a fun championship game down here tomorrow night between the Silver Creek Lady Dragons and the Madison Lady Cubs. They were able to get the lead out to 9 at the end of the first quarter. North Harrison hung right with them there in the early going over the first 3 or 4 minutes of this contest, but the Lady Cats just couldn't sustain it, couldn't make enough shots, and really just couldn't make enough stops on the defensive end once Madison found their rhythm on the offensive end of the floor. The Lady Cubs go on to victory tonight by a final score of 76-52 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, as Madison is now 18-5 on the season. The number 8 team in Class 3A going to go play for their first sectional championship in 12 years tomorrow night when they take on the Silver Creek Lady Dragons in the title tilt. For the Lady Dragons, they'll come in with an 18-5 record. They're ranked number 2 in Class 3A to close out the regular season. So 2 top 10 teams competing for a chance to play for a sectional championship and the right to advance to next week's single game regional championship a week from tomorrow on Valentine's Day, Saturday. We welcome you to our Davis Crushstone pregame show right here on 96.9 WKLO. Along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton. I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play story. We're glad to have you with us here tonight, as we also welcome you to our Davis Crushstone postgame show here from Charlestown Sports Arena. The Lady Cats falling short tonight, 76-52. Their final record will be 5-17, and they had that exact same record 3 years ago back in the 2022-23 campaign, a team with quite a bit of youth, even at the upper class levels, not a ton of experience, especially at the varsity level, but this Lady Cat team showed a lot of resiliency. They just got way too far behind, unfortunately, couldn't get enough shots to go in, couldn't make enough stops, and that combination really put the Lady Cats on their heels throughout the course of the night. despite Grace Goldman's spectacular performance in her last game as a Lady Cat, going to go down as one of 13 North Harrison players to reach 1,000 career points. Had a tremendous 4-year career here at North Harrison, and Grace will, of course, be missed big time once the next season rolls around, really coming into the summer as well for this North Harrison team. But she really made her last game in the blue and white a memorable one here at Charlestown tonight. So want to congratulate her and the rest of the seniors, Lillian Burks, as well as Carly Chapman and Rebecca Griffiths, on a great effort, not just tonight, but throughout their careers as well at North Harrison, a senior class that has really done a nice job trying to establish the culture under first-year head coach Dakota Brooks. This Lady Cat team may not have won as much as they wanted to, but they did play a very tough schedule throughout the year and continued to show improvement. Definitely a team that made a lot of strides forward from the time they started practices back in October to now. So they have a lot to be proud of as far as their growth and improvement, and for all the girls who are coming back next year, and there are a few that have seen varsity time that will be coming back, like Bree Beach, Olivia Brown, as well as Paisley Book, Lucy Flickner, Adele Emmons, Presley Emmons, Lola Bowman, Maddie Blair, all those girls, among others, who are coming back for this North Harrison team next season. And certainly a lot of work to do in the offseason with that group, but they definitely took a lot of strides forward. The junior varsity team had a really nice season under head coach Corey Love. So while the result isn't what the Lady Cats wanted tonight, they've certainly gone in a positive direction in many ways, but just ran into a team that is really good. This Madison team, one of the best teams anywhere in Class 3A all season, as evidenced by that top 10 ranking, and a team that has shown us over these two nights that they are a very competitive bunch. Not only that, they're explosive on the offensive end. If you think it's just all about Juliana Davis, think again. They've got a very nice lineup around her with the 6 that they play in their main rotation. So you got to tip your hat to Madison. They played very well Tuesday night to beat Corydon Central, and did the same tonight en route to knocking off the North Harrison Lady Cats. Let's go through the scoring and shooting for both teams, and we'll start with this Madison team here tonight. Juliana Davis ends up having a big night again, 23 points for her, just 1 point below her average for the season. Davis had 13 in the first half. She scored 6 in the third quarter on 2 twos and a pair of free throws. Davis then buried a pair of free throws in the fourth quarter with a basket there late for 2 more. So she scored 23 points to lead the effort tonight for Madison. One of 4 double-digit scorers tonight was Davis. Miley McQuarrie ends up scoring 17. She had 11 in the second quarter, really got going in that second frame with 3 twos, a 3 and 2 free throws. And then McQuarrie able to get a couple of shots from point-blank range in the third quarter, 4 points there, and then another 2 in the fourth. So Miley McQuarrie finishes her night with 17 points. Addison Rourke really stepped up big, especially early for Madison, had 7 in that first quarter, a 3 in the third quarter to go with 1 of 2 free throws, another tray in that fourth quarter with another basket for 2. Rourke had 16 for Madison tonight. And then Kylie Montgomery, much like she did on Tuesday, really did all the damage in the second half, had 2 in the second quarter, 3 twos in the third to go with a triple in that third period as well. And then Montgomery sunk both free throws in the fourth quarter when she got to go to the line. She had 13 points tonight. Kenzie Smith, 7 for her, 5 in the first quarter, 2 in the second quarter. And then Natalie Montgomery getting in there and getting a basket for 2 in the second quarter to round out the scoring. Ava Smith, Berlin Conover, Maddie Floyd, and Lauren Schaefer all saw time tonight. They're late in that fourth quarter with about 2 minutes to go. None of them scored for Madison. The Lady Cubs overall shooting, they were 12 of 28 in the final 2 quarters after making 14 out of 22 in the first half. Madison, again, over 50% shooting tonight. They go 26 out of 50, 52% from behind the three-point line, or from the field overall tonight, I should say. As far as three-point shooting went, the Lady Cubs were 3 out of 11 in the final 2 quarters after making 5 out of 9 in the first half. In total, Madison, 8 out of 20 from behind the arc tonight, good for 40%. And again, highly efficient at the free throw line. The Lady Cubs were 9 out of 10 in the first half. They made 7 out of 8 over the final 2 quarters. They end up knocking down 16 out of 18 on free throws tonight, good for 89%. And that's after they made 18 out of 21 against Corydon Central on Tuesday night. So if you look at Madison's free throw shooting over the first two games, they have been almost automatic from the free throw line. Lady Cubs so far, well, trying to get the calculator to cooperate here, have made 34 out of 39 for 87% over the first two games. They keep that up tomorrow night, they're going to have a really good chance to cut down the nets and bring home the trophy, no doubt about that. For the North Harrison Lady Cats tonight, it was the Grace Goldman show in her final game as a North Harrison girls basketball player. Grace had 17 points in the first half. She scored 13 in the third quarter, 4 free throws of 3 and 3 twos to go with that. She made another 3 on a turnaround there in the fourth quarter, 2 more free throws, and a couple more baskets for 2. She had 9 in that fourth quarter. Goldman scores 39 points. She now has the high score of the sectional. Didn't think Juliana Davis would get topped after she scored 36 on Tuesday, but Grace did it, and she may very well end up being the high scorer in a game during sectional play. So at least she's got that, as she ends up putting up a career high 39 points in her last game as a North Harrison Lady Cat. Other scorers tonight, just tough for the rest of the team to get anything consistent going. Olivia Brown had 5, 3 in the second quarter. Olivia got a nice shot to go down for 2 in the third quarter. She finished with 5. Adele Emmons knocked down a 3 in the third quarter, 3 points for her. Carly Chapman, 2 free throws in the first quarter. Carly just simply couldn't get the ball to go in the basket the rest of the night. She had 2 points to her credit. Paisley Book off a nice dish from Grace on the right side of the basket, laid it up and in for 2 points. And Lillian Burks, 1 point tonight on 1 of 2 free throws for North Harrison. Lucy Flickner saw some time tonight, as did Bree Beach. Bree was 0 for 6 from behind the arc, had a lot of good looks that just, again, would not go down for her tonight. Also, Presley Emmons got some time there late. Rebecca Griffiths, one of the 4 seniors, got in there, did not score. Lola Bowman, the freshman, and Maddie Blair, who is a sophomore guard at 5'9", also got in there but did not score. The Lady Cats were 10 out of 29 shooting over the final 2 quarters of play after making 17 out of 24 in the first, or 7 out of 24 rather, in the first half. The shots just didn't fall tonight. 32%, 17 out of 53 from the floor tonight. As far as three-point shooting goes, the Lady Cats were 6 out of 28 total after making 3 out of 15 in the second half tonight. So they shoot 6 out of 28, and that is good for 21% here at Charlestown. 6 28, 21%. Free throw shooting was really good. The Lady Cats made all 6 in the second half after making 6 of 10 in the first 2 quarters. So they go 12 out of 16 on free throws tonight, 75% there. It was 19-10 Madison at the end of the first quarter after the first quarter that featured 3 ties and 2 lead changes. The second quarter belonged to the Lady Cubs, 23-13 over North Harrison, as Madison pulled a 42-23 lead into halftime. In that third quarter, Madison outscored North Harrison 20-18 and bumped the lead to 62-41 heading into the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, the Lady Cubs again outscored the Lady Cats 14-11 to give us a final score tonight of 76-52, Madison over the Lady Cats in the Sectional 30 semifinals here tonight. As far as some additional numbers tonight, we got from J.D. Wade Swift and his wife Lindsay. Thank you to them for providing us with statistics. North Harrison actually outscored Madison on second chance points 10-2. As far as points in the paint, Madison, well, there's a big stat there, 30-10, Madison in the paint, dominating North Harrison in that regard. Their biggest lead was 26 points at 76-50 here tonight inside the Charlestown Sports Arena. Taking a look at the additional numbers tonight as far as rebounds and turnovers, both teams 30 rebounds tonight. Madison had 4 on the offensive end. Miley McQuarrie with a double-double. She had 12 rebounds to go with her 17 points here tonight. All defensive boards for her. Kenzie Smith, 6 rebounds, 2 on the offensive end. Juliana Davis and Addison Rourke both had 4 rebounds. Davis did have 1 offensive rebound tonight. Kylie Montgomery, 2 rebounds for her, 1 on the offensive end. And then Natalie Montgomery and Ava Smith both getting 1 rebound for the Lady Cubs, 30 total, 4 offensive. The Lady Cats, 30 rebounds, 10 on the offensive end. Carly Chapman ends up with 10 rebounds tonight to go with her 2 points. She had 5 offensive and 5 defensive rebounds to her credit. Grace Goldman, 7 rebounds, 3 on the offensive end for her. Olivia Brown, 6 rebounds, 2 offensive. Also, Bree Beach, 3 rebounds, all on the defensive end of the floor. And then Lillian Burks, Paisley Book, Adele Emmons, and Rebecca Griffiths all had 1 rebound apiece on the defensive end, 30 total, 10 offensive rebounds for North Harrison. Not a lot of turnovers in this game, really. Madison turned it over 3 times in the first half, 4 in the second half, a total of 7 turnovers tonight here in the semifinals. The Lady Cats, 5 turnovers in the first half, 4 in the second. They finished the night with 9 turnovers to their credit. As for the assists, Madison, 19 assists on 26 made shots. Juliana Davis had 6 assists tonight to lead everybody in that category. Kenzie Smith, Miley McQuarrie, 4 assists apiece for them. Kylie Montgomery and Addison Rourke had 2 apiece, and then Natalie Montgomery also dished out 1 assist tonight. The Lady Cats had 11 assists on 17 made baskets. Lillian Burks and Grace Goldman both dished out 4 helpers tonight. Bree Beach, Olivia Brown, and Adele Emmons all finished the night with 1 assist for the Lady Cats, who, again, fall tonight 76-52 to the Madison Lady Cubs. And with that, we'll continue along with our Davis Crushstone postgame show after this, see if Dakota Brooks might be able to join us here. If nothing else, we'll give you a few sectional scores around the area after the break as we continue on. You're listening to North Harrison Lady Cats basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Morgan's Auto Salvage has been serving the community for many years and have been in the car business since 1984. Morgan's Auto Salvage has late model car, truck, and now carrying semi-truck parts. Can't find a part? With Nationwide Locator, you can find any part you need for your car, truck, or semi. Located on North State Road 37 in Paoli, Indiana. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Check out their Facebook page at Morgan's Auto Salvage. For questions, call 812-723-2121. Let Morgan's Auto Salvage experience go to work for you.
Living with arthritis or an autoimmune condition can be tough, and at Harrison County Hospital, they're here to help, and they're excited to welcome Rachel Waite, APRN, the newest rheumatology specialist. Rachel takes the time to listen, create a treatment plan just for you, and give the support you need to feel your best. Ready to take the next step toward relief? Call her today at 812-734-3800 or learn more at hchin.org/rheumatology. Harrison County Hospital, celebrating 75 years of caring for our community.
North Harrison falling tonight at the hands of Madison, 76-52, the final on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Madison will play for the championship game against Silver Creek tomorrow evening. The Lady Dragons were able to knock out the host Charlestown by a final score earlier this evening of 54-42. Silver Creek returning to the sectional championship game after finishing runner-up to Corydon Central last season, and so they'll look to try to avenge that loss. They'll have to do it against Madison tomorrow night. Both teams with 18-5 records heading into that championship game. And so for North Harrison, they fall tonight, and their season ends with a 5-17 record. Alan Stewart of the Corydon Democrat posted a tweet earlier. It was kind of fascinating. He said that North Harrison was the lone Harrison County team remaining in the tournament. And with their loss tonight, this is kind of an interesting fact. It shows you how good Harrison County girls basketball has been historically. This is the first time since the girls basketball tournament started in 1976 that we have no Harrison County teams advancing in the tournament. First time it's ever happened where none of the 4 teams in Harrison County won a game in the postseason in girls basketball. So there is a first time for everything, as the saying goes, and unfortunately that's exactly what happens with Harrison County basketball. South Central lost to Borden on Wednesday night in the first round. Lanesville at Eastern Pekin in 2A Sectional 46. They end up losing to Crawford County. Corydon Central lost to Madison, and then Madison took out North Harrison here tonight as well in the semifinals. So we take a look at the rest of the sectional scores, some from around the area tonight. Springs Valley, a winner at Tecumseh tonight in sectional 64, 70-41. Lady Blackhawks will play for a championship tomorrow night. Borden, a winner at West Washington in sectional 63. They knock out Henryville, 63-42, the final there. At North Davies in sectional 62, it's Orleans beating Bar Reeve, 43-27. Lady Bulldogs, third straight appearance in a sectional championship tomorrow night. Perry Central falls to North Posey at Tell City in sectional 48, 51-35. Crawford County, a winner over Clarksville, 46-41 in sectional 46 at Eastern Beacon. At Austin, Brandon Allman's Brownstown Central Lady Braves are back in another sectional title for the 7th year in a row. They knock off Southwestern Hanover 43-29 up at Harold Riggle Gymnasium in Austin. Brownstown now 19-0 in sectional play under Coach Allman over his 7 years. Awfully impressive there. At Vincennes Lincoln, Princeton knocks out Southridge in sectional 31, 43-11, the final score there. Jennings County, a winner over Lawrenceburg at Franklin County in sectional 29, 47-33, while Greensburg took out Batesville 60-37 in the second game there. Over at New Albany, the Lady Bulldogs knock out Bedford North Lawrence 48-45. Upset there for New Albany, who wins their 5th game of the season tonight. And BNL going down in sectional play, so Seymour or Floyd Central will face the host Lady Bulldogs down on Romeo Langford Court for the championship tomorrow night. Those are just some of the other scores from other sectional games around the area. Let's see if Alan Stewart has an update on the other game at West Washington tonight, as the Christian Academy Lady Warriors taking on the West Washington Lady Senators in that one, and no score update there. Everything from Borden and Crawford County, so we'll see what happens there. But the Lady Cats, again, they fall tonight to Madison 76-52. Their season comes to an end. They've gone through all the stats and everything else. Let's also preview the boys' game tomorrow, because we will be with the North Harrison boys tomorrow afternoon at Brooks Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of Salem High School. The Cougars will take on the Salem Lions in conference play. We'll have that game for you tomorrow afternoon here on 96.9 WKLO. And it is going to be a 12 noon tip-off for the JV tomorrow with the varsity around 1:30. The Cougars, I've won, I think, 7 or 8 in a row against the Lions in sectional play, or not in sectional play, but overall going back through the regular seasons. And the Cougars looking to continue that streak tomorrow. They're also looking for their first and only conference win of the season. North Harrison comes in with an 0-6 record in MSC play. Salem at 1-4. The Lions got carved up at Silver Creek last night, 72-28. The Cougars did not do very well here at Charlestown last night. The Pirates were on fire, and they go on to win that game 81-59 last night. So we'll have North Harrison at Salem tomorrow afternoon. Our Davis Crushstone pregame show will start around 1:15 with the JV at 12 noon and the varsity around 1:30 tomorrow evening, or tomorrow afternoon, I should say, from Brooks Memorial Gymnasium right here on 96.9 WKLO. We'll join Indiana Sports Talk in progress after we wrap things up here from Charlestown Sports Arena. I want to thank you for listening to our girls basketball coverage all season long right here on 96.9 WKLO. And of course, we appreciate all the contributions from our coaches, Dakota Brooks of North Harrison and Josh Conrad of Corridon Central. Glad that they have been able to come along for the ride this season, and glad to know both of them. Great individuals. Dakota coming up to join us here one last time for the season as the Lady Cats fall tonight on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. First season is now in the books for Coach Brooks here tonight after Madison gets the win 76-52, and the Lady Cats season coming to an end. Well, Dakota, this is a very good Madison team you all saw tonight. They came out and were very aggressive from the get-go of this game, but I thought your girls hung around for a while. Unfortunately, Madison kind of went on a run there, and it put you all on your heels, it seemed like, really for a good long time there between the first and the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, obviously kudos to them. Happy for them to get a chance to go play for a sectional championship tomorrow night. We knew, we had a tall task in front of us, and I felt from the tip all week, even, our girls were confident. And that's something that we've kind of talked about all year, just playing with confidence and having, that mental toughness to persevere in adversity. And I'm proud of our girls. They did a good job of. I felt there like at times of executing our game plan. Davis, good player. She's given everyone in Southern Indiana fits all year, and felt like Lillian Burks, I can't say enough about that kid. She's tough. She's handled she's had a lot of injuries. She's handled it. She came back middle of the season, obviously last year, having season-ending surgery there. But, we've asked a lot from her, and I'm very proud of her. Very proud of all of our seniors. Kind of came in, first year head coach. They didn't know necessarily what to expect. And we have a great group of seniors this year. And, I told them there in the locker room, I'll always remember them. And they're just great kids. Very proud of them. They're gonna go on, whether it be college, workforce, whatever, and do great things. And very proud of them tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. And, it was tough because once Madison gets rolling, Davis didn't necessarily have to score to make an impact tonight, so that made it tough. And you had girls who had a lot of good looks tonight. Unfortunately, they weren't going in. And then, meanwhile, Grace, it seemed like there at times just couldn't miss on shots. But you had a lot of good looks tonight from your younger kids. And if those shots go in, it definitely would have looked like a different contest there. But that's just kind of the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah, obviously, I said there in the pregame, we kind of had a focus of trying to throw it inside, and we have a good amount of size, and we have some girls that can play in there with their back to the rim, and I felt like we did. We threw it in there, and Carly had a ton of great looks. I felt like they just didn't necessarily fall in, and Bree didn't have the best night shooting, but when she did shoot it, I felt like we were there to go get the rebound and try to put it back in. And you're right. Grace is a great basketball player. Don't necessarily know what her future will look like with basketball or college, but any team that is going to add her to their team is going to have a great addition, and I'm really proud of her. She puts the work in, so just can't say enough good things about her.
Yeah, and it's a good group of seniors you mentioned, inheriting them coming into year one between Lillian, Rebecca Griffiths, and then Grace and Carly as well. They've done a really nice job this year leading these younger girls, and hopefully have taught them some things that they can carry forward as they go into next season as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, there's no doubt in my mind that they're going to move on to great things, and they'll always be a part of this program. And at least while I'm here, they'll always be able to come into practices and come into the locker room and be a part of that. So.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, and of course, too, you look at this team this year, and I know from a wins point of view, you'd like to have more wins there, but you played a really tough schedule. And as you talked about beforehand, we talked about it throughout the season, this team has come a really long way from a maturation standpoint from the time you started practice back in October to where you are here in February.
Yeah, absolutely. And, that's something that we've talked about. You and I have talked about, kind of shared with the girls. You look at the first 7 or 8 games of our season, and compared to the second 7 or 8 games, even the end of the season here, we're not the same basketball team that we were in October. Just like I said, just like you said, true testament to maturing, understanding kind of what the expectations are of them, and they've really bought in. So obviously upset that the seniors aren't returning next year. Really proud of them and everything that they've done for our program, but excited to see kind of what the future of Lady Cat basketball is.
Yeah, of course, now start turning your attention to the off season. Now it's start prepping for summer, of course, youth league and all that kind of thing. But the future definitely looks brighter for North Harrison girls basketball, and especially with the experience that your returning players have had this year with the way they've come along throughout the season.
Yeah, obviously, we have a couple juniors coming back next year. Olivia Brown, she's really stepped her game up, and she's going to be a key factor next year. She knows that. She's excited for that. And, she puts in the work. She definitely does. So that'll definitely pay off, hopefully in the season. And you mentioned Bree earlier. She's a gym rat. She is one of those kids that's going to be the first one to practice and the last one to leave. It's kind of those things with those girls stepping into those leadership roles that you kind of hope that rubs off on some of those younger kids. And I think it will. You mentioned future. Obviously we have pretty talented middle school group coming up next year. And I think, just that wanting to be in the gym, wanting to get better, they're going to push each other. So the saying iron sharpens iron. And I think that's going to be a true statement for our basketball program in the next few years.
No doubt about it. Well, not the result we wanted to see tonight with the Lady Cats. 76-52 Madison wins. Lady Cats season comes to an end, but congratulations to all 4 seniors on all their success in and out of the classroom and the community as well. Look forward to seeing what the future of Lady Cats basketball looks like going forward. And for you, sir, year 1, in the books. Nice job this season, Dakota. Appreciate your time all throughout the season with stats and lineups and interviews, all that kind of thing. And we definitely appreciate that. I see you've got one more thing you want to throw in there too.
Yeah, and I do definitely want to add, not just for the players, and I'm super proud of them. And like I said, they put it all out there this season. Couldn't be more proud. But not just our players, but our fans that showed up tonight,
Yes.
our parents, our teachers, our community. I want to thank them for being here to show their support. You feel that when you walk in the gym, you kind of look up in the stands, and I appreciate them. And then lastly, our coaching staff.
Yeah.
Our coaching staff, we kind of built that there this summer real quick in June. And obviously Coach loved being a returner, but I appreciate everything that they do, from, the late hours of film sessions, meetings, breaking down film, helping with practice. It's a grind, and we've been at it since June, and, that's time away from their families, but, they're committed to Lady Cats basketball. And I just want to thank Mr. Pearson and Mr. Kellums and administration as well. So, I'm really grateful for the opportunity. And like you said, year one's under our belt, so excited to see what year two.
No doubt. Of course, the coaching staff, want to congratulate them on a great season as well. Great job coming together and developing your JV players as well, getting them ready for the next level going into next year. But again, thank you, Dakota, for everything all season long. We appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing what Lady Cats basketball looks like heading into next season too.
Thank you, David. We appreciate you.
All right. Thanks, Dakota. Appreciate that. It's Dakota Brooks. He's joining us here, head coach of the Lady Cats at our Davis Crushstone postgame show here tonight as Madison wins at 76-52. They'll play for the championship against Silver Creek tomorrow night with a 7 o'clock tip-off here at the Charlestown Sports Arena in the Sectional 30 championship game. The winner will advance to the 3A regional single game championship coming up a week from Saturday. As we close up shop for the night, we'd like to thank all of our great sponsors: Harrison County Hospital, Denny's Carpet and Our Place Drug and Alcohol Services in Corydon, Prosser Career Education Center in New Albany, Bender Lumber, First Harrison Bank, Jiffy Tax Shack in Tazewell, Morgan's Auto Salvage in Paoli, and Davis Crushstone in DePaul. Most of all, thanks to you for listening to our North Harrison Lady Cats basketball broadcast tonight. Final score on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, 76-52 Madison over North Harrison. Indiana Sports Talk coming up as soon as we sign off. We thank you for listening to our broadcast as part of the 51st IHSAA Girls Basketball State Tournament. And thank you for listening to our postgame coverage presented by Davis Crushstone. Located at 8605 Big John Road in DePaul. For all of your Crushstone lime and aggregate needs, call Davis Crushstone at 812-347-2707. For the last time in this girls basketball season, we want to thank you for tuning in all throughout the season. Again, thank you to our great sponsors for their support of our broadcast. We could not do this without you all out there listening and without our sponsors as well. So we always greatly appreciate all the support we get. And again, thank you to our administrators and Hal Pearson and John Atkins at North Harrison and Corydon Central, respectively. Thank you also to the coaches and the coaching staffs for everything that they do to contribute to our broadcast, and not just that, but to their respective programs and to the communities and the schools as well. So for the last time in this girls basketball season, for our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton saying have a great evening from the Charlestown Sports Arena on the campus of Charlestown High School here in the city of Charlestown. We'll be back with you tomorrow afternoon. Boys basketball, Salem hosting North Harrison, JV at 12 noon, varsity around 1:30 with our Davis Crushstone pregame at 1:15. Again, thank you for tuning in tonight. You have been listening to coverage of North Harrison Lady Cats basketball in the semifinals of Class 3A Sectional 30 right here on 96.9 WKLO.
This broadcast on Real Country 96.9 WKLO has been made possible by our incredible community sponsors: Davis Crushstone, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Denny's Carpet, First Harrison Bank, Morgan's Auto Salvage, Our Place Drug and Alcohol Services, Prosser Career Education Center. Thanks for supporting local athletes, local schools, and local radio. This has been Real Country 96.9 WKLO, keeping our communities connected.